weddingfairsyorkshire.com for info and updates on all upcoming shows. Now, we did just really big up the Royal Armoury's big wedding show that we have there in Leeds. We've got a little promo reel for you coming up just now so you can see what to expect from our events in the future.
On behalf of Wedding Fayre Yorkshire this Sunday afternoon here at the Royal Armouries in Leeds, with you making the show what it is because you're here, I'm delighted to announce the winner of the Christian Louboutin shoes, Hayley Elizabeth Bradley.
I've never seen something so gorgeous in my life, and I've had a 4-month-old baby.
Just sum up, what does it mean to you to be part of our big show today?
Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I absolutely could not imagine anything better.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm Adam, and we're both part of the Undercover Waiters, and we're here at the new dock, and we've had such an awesome day. The Wedding Fayre hosted by Wedding Fayre Yorkshire has been awesome. The team are lovely, the footfall's been incredible, so if you are thinking about exhibiting with Wedding Fayre Yorkshire, we highly, highly recommend them.
It's been so busy, we've met so many wonderful people, hopefully we've got a lot of potential custom from it, and just again, thank you Grant and Alan for such a fantastic event. We'll be definitely back next year.
And as far as today's concerned, Lee, how well has this gone for you with Wedding Fayre Yorkshire, the Royal Armouries?
Fantastic day, yeah. We've done quite a lot of footfall around, which has been great. You know, everyone seems to be going away with plenty of freebies, and we've definitely got rid of most of our leaflets, which is great. So yeah, we're looking forward to the results coming back in.
We've got loads of clients, it's been such a good vibe, there's been loads of people coming, we've been doing glitter, it's just been a really good day.
And it's Bearded Dragons.
Had a really positive response, which is amazing. We've been giving away lipsticks, which I think helped, especially with the grooms. By a mile, this is our favourite. This has been the most successful one for us. So
fantastic, girls. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So there we go, guys. That's a little glimpse of the Royal Armouries. Again, we're hoping to be back in there soon. Seeing that video, I mean, it makes us so excited just at the promise of getting back out and doing some events. We cannot wait to get back out there and see some happy couples and go to some venues again. So if you did see the video before, you kind of heard the lineup of Leeds venues that we work with, and that, of course, was the Royal Armouries big wedding show. Now, we do have a unique competition that we run over the course of the year. By registering and attending any of the local shows that we organise, you automatically entered into a prize draw for a Diamante Christian Louboutin bridal shoe pair. Now we give 3 of these pairs away every year at the moment. The next one's going to be at the Armouries. We also give ones away at the John Smith Stadium and the Metrodome Arena in Barnsley. Again, you don't need to do anything other than register and attend to be entered in with a chance of winning a pair of those shoes. For tickets to any of our shows, they're all free entry. Go to forbrides.co.uk. So again, just if you missed the kind of early section of that video, now is the chance to kind of tag your bridesmaids, your groomsmen, your family, your friends in this video and get them to kind of join you on this wedding fair journey with you. These things are the closest thing you can get to a wedding fair at the moment, to kind of get you rally the troops, get them all together, and get yourself across to watch the show. Now, we've got 10 amazing suppliers lined up to you today. I believe Sam from Platinum Bridal Boutique is ready and eager to talk to you, so I'll leave you in her very capable hands. We check in with you around 1:15 just to give you an update on things from our side of things, so we shall see you then. But until then, we'll leave you Sam. Cheers.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome on this extremely sunny day. Good news for us over the past week that things can start to get back to normal, and hopefully this means wedding planning can start in earnest. So the most important outfit of the day, of course, is the bridal gown. So a bit of introduction, I guess, for me. I'm Sam. I'm the owner of Platinum Bridal Boutique. I am based in Wakefield. A little different to most boutiques in that I operate from my house. So I have my little bridal suite set up, different room to change in. So there's a bit of time for me and the bride to have a conversation away from the family, because sometimes you just need that minute to get your head around the experience. So there's plenty of room to browse, to change, and to wow the family. I'm really excited that we can see restrictions starting to ease up, which means that hopefully we can start to get some commitments from our brides and get things booked in and get the industry back up and running again. I think every wedding supplier you speak to over the next few months is super excited to get back into seeing brides and grooms and start that planning process. So the dress, for all you gorgeous brides out there, diary is open from the 12th of April, given that we can now start to open up again from then. I've already got appointments in the diary, so if you are wanting to book an appointment, please message sooner rather than later. So we've got a range of dresses in stock at the moment. Now, I know I've had some messages from brides that are starting to panic. They are getting married later this year, and because we can't open till April, they're worried that they're not going to be able to find anything, try anything, order it, etc. in time for when their weddings happen. Let me just reassure you, there are always options. Whether it be you buy something off the rack, so an X sample dress, you will pay. I've got everything at the moment at least half price, if not more, for our off-the-rack dresses. Variety of styles, variety of sizes. We've got some different colours in there as well. So there is that option. The really, really exciting thing for me to announce today is I have managed to start working with a supplier. The quality of the dresses is amazing. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is a new supplier for me. I was a little nervous because I've chosen my dresses from a website, which I don't like doing. I want to see the fabrics. I want to feel the fabrics. I want to make sure the quality is what my brides are going to expect. I am over the moon with the quality of the dresses that have just arrived. They are spectacular. The good news, they are all under £600. I can order in whatever size is needed. I have 5 in at the moment. There will be some more coming over the next couple of months. So for a brand new order in, fantastic quality gown for under £600. Incredible value for money, incredible dresses. So with off the rack and these dresses, everything in my boutique at this moment is under £600. Been a tough year for a lot of people, and budgets aren't quite what they were for a lot of people, and I wanted to make sure that you can still get a dress that is perfect for your day, perfect for you, that doesn't break the bank. So that's what I've done. Please be assured that just because the price point is less than 600, you are still getting the perfect service for me. Blow your own trumpet, Sam. But also that you're getting a good quality dress. I won't sell anything that isn't worth the money. I can't do it. It's not in my bones to do something like that. So being able to sell such an incredible dress as this one is here for that price point is super exciting for me. So I can't wait for some brides to come in and see them themselves and to see what that quality is. However, still a few weeks away from opening. So in the meantime, if you want to have a chat with me, I am available on the phone. If you want to message me, I'm available by chat. If you want a video call, and I can then walk you around the bridal suite and you can have a look at the dresses, I can still show you around the dresses without you physically being here. Not ideal, but it gives you an idea of what the quality of these dresses is. And I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. I'm not, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. Really, I'm so excited. And hopefully when we manage to get around to ordering a few more and they arrive, it will give you even more choice. The next good thing about this supplier, I ordered and took delivery of these dresses within 2 months, which standard delivery times is about 5 to 6 months. So the fact that they can get them out so quickly is fantastic. So again, because you some brides are still getting married this year, they want to try the dresses on, they want to order them when we're open. Get that, completely understand. There is still time to do that. In answer to your question, Lindsay, yes, I do have some coloured wedding dresses. I've currently got some champagne, ivory, blush. I don't think my current supplier does any other coloured dresses. However, another great thing, the list just goes on, of this new supplier is they can custom make dresses. And again, these are not going to break the bank. If there is a specific dress style that you've seen, if you want to tweak the dresses that we have, then that is completely doable. Maybe a slight change in price point if we're adding a bit of extra detail, or maybe we're adding on some sleeves, or we're looking at a different colour, then that is questions I will absolutely ask my supplier. Sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yes. So it's worth an ask. So yes, there is some colours, champagne and blush being pretty standard colour options. One of the new ones that I've just had, I don't know if you can't really see that, can you? That is a blush champagne kind of colour, and it is just beautiful, really makes the ivory lace pop. So we have options. It is about asking those questions. I know there are a few people out there that like black dresses or like a burgundy colour. I will absolutely ask, and if they say yes, brilliant. If they don't, then we can always try and point you in the right direction of where you can go. Black tends to be not so easy to get hold of, but if there is a certain style that you're looking for in a certain colour, message me, send me some photos of what you want, and I will speak to my suppliers and see what they come up with. In terms of other services we offer a wedding day dressing service as well. So if you want the stress taking out of, for example, corset backs are not the easiest things to fasten. If you want somebody that has laced up hundreds of dresses to come and help you on your day, then we can do that. We arrive, we say an hour before, but we're usually that excited we get there at least 2. We help you get dressed. We'll help bridesmaids get dressed, mums. We've done We've done jewellery. I've been a chauffeur once because the minibus didn't turn up for the bridesmaids, so I did a couple of trips to and from the church. Whatever's necessary on the day. There is a charge for that, but again, I'm not going to charge you silly money for this. This is such a lovely experience for me to be part of as well. Being there when you're all ready, you've got your hair, your makeup done. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving when I come and get people ready for their wedding dress. So we've got a couple of other things that are last of stock. We've got, I think, 5 Mark Darcy suits left, and that's it. We're done with those now. I've got some Morley bridesmaids dresses that are one-off dresses in a variety of colours, styles, sizes. So if you're looking for either a mix and match across the board, or you're looking for a one-off Morley bridesmaids dress, they're currently at £50 each. The Mark Darcy suits are £100 each. Once they've gone, they've gone. Being from home now, I don't have the room to do as many different kinds of stock anymore. So I'm focusing on my brides. Accessories. We all know that you'll need the final touches to make it that extra special. We do veils, we do shrugs, we've got a little faux fur cape, we've got children's capes and wraps, faux fur or feather being my favourite. It's just something a little bit different. The texture to it as well is really lovely. Headpieces. So we have, I should put my tiara on. I say this every time I'm going to wear a tiara, and I never do. Tiaras, we've got hair vines, we've got combs, we've got headbands. We've got a bit of everything really, just to finish off the outfit. We also do Rainbow Club shoes. These are the most comfortable shoes you will have. They've got internal padding to them, and you can also have them dyed. So after the wedding, if you want to dye them to a colour more suitable to something you are likely to wear again, then that can be done, and that's all within the price of the purchase of the shoes. In answer to your question, lilac bridesmaids dresses, I think I've got one French lilac. I think it's a size 16 off the top of my head, but if you want to drop me a message, I can always have a look through my stock list and see what I've got from a lilac point of view. As I've said, I cannot wait to get my brides back into the boutique. I have missed everybody so much, and to have such a super offering of a new supplier that gives quality and a fantastic price. So I'm going to give Wed to Be a bit of a run for the money. Local boutiques have suffered massively over this past year. So if you don't come to me, then please consider shopping at your local boutiques. We're just generally people like me trying to earn a living, but they enjoy so much the journey of helping a bride find her dress. It's a passion. And to be able to be part of that journey is really quite special for us. Please support your local businesses wherever possible. I love this job. I absolutely adore it. For me, having brides in, finding that perfect dress, the tears that go with that, the happy tears, is such a nice, sounds awful. I don't want to make brides cry, but to know that that is the perfect dress they're going to start their marriage in, for me, being part of that journey is super exciting. So, and I assume it's the same for every other boutique out there. So wherever possible, please support your local businesses, your local wedding suppliers. They have a lot to offer, and you do not get the same kind of service at places like Wed to Be that you get from your local boutiques. So I am going to wish everybody a very happy, sunny Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope to speak to some of you gorgeous brides in the not too distant future so that we can get more weddings planned, more weddings organised, more dresses brought, and get this industry back up and running as it should, and hopefully fingers crossed this year we can get back to having full weddings with as many guests as we want, and starting that marriage. So have a good weekend, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.
Hi guys, yeah, just a quick technical hitch there. Steph, if you could just log out and log back in again. I don't know what happened. I think we got some gremlins in the system. So I could hear you, but I couldn't see you. But the moment you went live, it disappeared. So Steph will be here in a matter of milliseconds. Well, you've been hands full today. I can see she's here now. So pretend this is a transition, and here is Steph. Perfect. You're on.
Hello everybody. Yeah, I've been sat here patiently waiting, and then as soon as it was my turn to go live, I seemed to disappear from the screen. So hello, thank you so much to the Wedding Fayre Guys for having me here today. It's an absolute pleasure to join you, especially on such a wonderful sunny Sunday. So yeah, I really appreciate you joining me to hear me witter on about wedding photography. So yeah, I'm Steph White, and I'm a wedding photographer. I hope to have had a little slideshow to show with you guys today, and I've just realised I'm on Safari and it doesn't accept, I can't do screen sharing, so it will just be me, and you'll be accompanied by my wonderful display of images in the background, which gives you a sort of slight sample idea of my style and hopefully my skills. But of course my website stephwhite.co.uk has got lots of examples of my work, lots of galleries, and I think you get a good feel of what to expect from my work as opposed to what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'll do a little bit of background on me. So I'm, as I said, I'm a wedding photographer. I shot my first wedding back at the end of 2011, so it's coming up to 10 years now that I've been shooting weddings, and it's been an absolute blast. The last couple of years I've actually had a little step back, little, I suppose, reevaluation of my style, of my offering, and due to sort of personal circumstances as well as other things, I've decided that I would like to specialise in more micro weddings and smaller ceremonies, that sort of thing, going forwards. Just from it's mainly a personal reasons, and it's not to say that I'm knocking full day weddings on the head completely. That is not the case. I'm just simply reducing the amount I'm doing, and really, I think the last 12 months as well has really shown how amazing small micro weddings can be, and it's really getting back to the, I suppose, the real reasons why you're getting married in the first place. And I had the opportunity last year to do some amazing smaller days, and I've really fallen in love with them. So I guess that's a bit of a niche that I have over potentially some other photographers who, and I've done full days my whole career, sort of thing. But if you are planning a smaller ceremony with fewer numbers or maybe shorter coverage, I'm your girl, basically. So I'm based in Leeds, in Horsforth, and I've shot all over Yorkshire, sometimes a little further afield, but Yorkshire's kind of like where I mainly work. And my style is it's very relaxed. I don't like to take over your day, particularly. I said this before, I've said it a million times to couples, but I don't want you to remember me. I want you to remember your wedding day, and hopefully I'm there to capture it, and obviously I am. And get all those beautiful moments, but without like, oh goodness, it's that annoying photographer again. And that is kind of how I operate. I'm there, but I'm not like in your face or so much. There are definitely opportunities for group photographs and gorgeous portrait sessions, absolutely. And we work in advance before your wedding day to kind of go through all those options. But on the whole, my style is very much documentary and natural. Okay, so I obviously with the micro weddings options, I've got a couple of different package options for you. So, and I suppose the first one I'll mention is very, very COVID friendly, and up until sort of May June time, we're still operating under quite limited numbers. So I do offer a sort of 2-hour coverage, which essentially is arriving at your venue, say sort of 20 minutes or so before your wedding, capturing people arriving, that sort of thing. So you get your ceremony coverage, and then a nice opportunity for a few candid and group shots sort of immediately after your wedding. And then I sort of leave you guys to it. Essentially, you might be, some of you guys out there might be thinking, actually in a couple of weeks, I'm going to plan my wedding and I want really short coverage. So give me a shout. I'm available for those super short days. But there's also an upgrade to that. So there's a 2-hour package, and then the next step up from there is a longer package, which includes again all your ceremony coverage and photos and candids and things afterwards. But also if you might be having your wedding breakfast and your speeches and things like that. So I will stay for all of that. So that's the upgrade, as it were. So ceremony up to speeches, and hopefully everything crossed that in a few weeks and few months time we will be getting back to normality. And so I will be offering sort of bridal prep as well going forwards as soon as we can do, obviously. So again, as I did mention, like obviously the full days, if you're planning a big full day sort of 10-hour coverage, do get in touch. I'm not saying no completely. I'll just be limiting how many of those I'll be doing a year. I still do love a dance floor and everyone having a great time. But obviously I work on a first come first serve basis. So let me just consult my notes and make sure that I've not missed anything out there. So what do you get from me? So you obviously get your photo coverage on the day. You get all your photographs are high resolution. I provide them on an online gallery for you. So they're all it's all password protected online gallery. So you can download high resolution pictures from there, or you can also download a resolution that are great for sharing on social media, or with friends and family, that sort of thing. Your online gallery also is also like a cloud storage, really. So I would always recommend that you make a backup of your pictures, but it's just nice having that extra security that your pictures are stored in the cloud as well. You also get a personal use license, so you're able to make your own prints and share with friends and family, that sort of thing. As long as you're not saying, actually, these are my photographs and attempting to make money from them, then I'm pretty easy. Within your online gallery as well, I do an online store, so you can purchase prints, fine art prints and regular sort of prints, that sort of thing. So it's all there within the gallery. And I also do extras alongside your digital and your digital pictures. So this is my Blue Peter moment, where I have a fine art album here, And this is also where I get really confused with the camera and start going a bit wrong. So bear with me, guys. So yeah, so this is one of my fine art album samples that I've got here. Again, the camera really doesn't do it justice. But yeah, so I do a range of different albums and options and that for you as add-ons. The fine art albums, you can choose different covers. Again, here's my swatches. So you might decide to choose, ta-da! You might decide to choose a colour that matches your wedding colours, for example. So my website has got lots and lots of details on all the packages that I do, my pricing, and also the printed products. So it's stephwhite.co.uk. Nice and easy. Hopefully you'll be able to remember that one. So let's say lots of information on there, and the galleries of my work as well, because yes, slap my wrist, I really should have downloaded Chrome. So if you want to get in touch, I do have on my contact me page on my website. You can book a Zoom call meeting with myself, because obviously at the moment still very limited on face-to-face meetings, that sort of thing. But I've got an online calendar on there, so you can pick a time and date that's good for you, and we can have a proper chat face-to-face, and you can tell me all about your wonderful day, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Also, because you know, I don't know about you guys. Monday, I think, was a little bit of a nudge for people. I think the country gave a sort of a big sigh of relief, really, to know that we've got a bit of a roadmap now out of COVID. And so this week's just been a little bit bonkers with people getting in touch about their wedding dates and things like that. So what I've done, I've put a availability calendar on my website now, so you can have a little quick glance on there to see what my availability is, and obviously if it matches your wedding date. I mean, it is changing on a daily basis at the moment, so I'm saying to guys, you know, if you do want to book me, you know, the sooner the better, really. And for you guys, if you are getting married in the next few weeks as well, please do get in touch, because I do have availability. Apart from, well, July and August in particular is pretty much full now. But do give me a shout if you've got a random sort of Wednesday wedding. Give me a call, and I'd obviously love to help you out and find out. If you do decide that you would like to book me, I'd take a 25% booking fee of your package, and that secures your date. There are a couple of like online forms and contracts to have a look through. Again, everything's all online, so it's all COVID safe. But yeah, once your deposit's paid and the forms are filled in, you are all booked, and I'm yours, essentially. I do think it's really important to meet up in person, if at all possible, obviously before your day. So what I do is I contact you a few times between booking and obviously your wedding itself. But I think it's a lovely opportunity to meet up beforehand and kind of go through last minute details and your running order, that sort of thing. So I don't just go AWOL and then rock up on your wedding. There's plenty of opportunities to catch up between booking and your wedding day itself. I'm just having a quick look at the questions here, because I'm really bad. I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm probably the worst woman for that. So if you do have any questions, please do hit me, and I'll have just a little quick scroll through. So Sam's. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong question there. Bear with me. So yeah, honestly, if I will pop the links and things on the group chat, so you can have a look at the examples on my website. There we go, stephwhite.co.uk, as if by magic that's appeared across the bottom there. So yeah, I would absolutely love to find out more about your day and how we can work together. And it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you all. Oh, I meant to say, follow me on social media as well. So I'm at Steph White Photography. I'm on Facebook and I'm also on Instagram. So if you want to keep up to date with my my shenanigans and general ramblings and musings of the world, yeah, I'm generally there a few times. Try and post on a fairly regular basis, but sometimes life gets in the way. But it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for having me, and enjoy the rest of the show. Was there a quick question? Ah, okay. Thank you very much.
Hi lovelies, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a really lovely afternoon and checking out these amazing suppliers. So I'm Helen from Miss Helens. I am a cake specialist and I'm based in Leeds. I'm based in South Leeds, but I currently supply weddings all over Yorkshire. So it does not matter where you are. And I specialise in buttercream cakes. So specifically wedding cakes, and then I also do things like dessert tables, edible favours, kind of you name it, I can probably bake it and provide it for your wedding. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little overview of what I do really. So I'm level 2 food hygiene qualified, I'm fully registered and fully insured, so all of that kind of stuff is in place, just to kind of give you peace of mind about me supplying your cakes. And I deliver cakes all around Yorkshire. Buttercream cakes are my speciality, and I have loads and loads of kind of different styles, different options, that kind of thing. Loads of, I feel like your perfect cake is my cake style, and so I will make it happen. So just wanted to chat a little bit kind of about how to choose your style of cake. I feel like I get this question quite a lot. You know, everyone's wedding venue is completely different. You know, you might be getting married in the winter, you might be getting married in the summer, and you know, how do you make your cake fit with your specific style of wedding? There's a few things to kind of think about. One of those is where your venue is, what kind of venue you're having your wedding at. You know, if you're having an outside wedding, or the majority of your wedding is outside and it's going to be, you know, summertime, then think about having those florals, think about those kind of semi-naked cakes. I haven't got one of those to show you today, but I definitely do those cakes as well. If your wedding is in the evening or your venue is really elegant and classy, then you might want a slightly different style of cakes. You might want taller layers, you might want kind of ribbons and those kinds of things that just make your cake stand out, and kind of be that centerpiece to your wedding. It's also key to think about sort of the time of year that you're getting married in. Semi-naked cakes, those kinds of cakes are perfect for those summery weddings. They're a lot lighter. You can add as much florals, foliage as you possibly want. And also thinking about your colour scheme, and I can match my cakes specifically to your colour scheme. I can also work with your florist, so your florals match completely. So obviously I've got some examples of cakes behind me. So this is one of my 3-tier cakes. So we've got, it's completely covered in buttercream. We've got some fresh flowers. We've got some kind of raw edges, just kind of a bit more of a rustic feel. And then you've got gold roses that are stenciled onto the cake. So everything that you see, apart from the flowers, is edible. But we could do edible flowers as well. Then I've got, I'm just going to move some things out of the way. So we've got then a 2-tier cake here, which is a little bit more fun. So obviously we've got the pink and white colour scheme here. And I've just seen Lindsay's comment, definitely don't eat them naked. Although I guess if you want to, totally, you know, that's your vibe, go for it. So my pink and white 2-tier, a little bit more fun. We've got some meringue kisses, All of this is completely edible. I also do things like macarons, meringues, those kinds of things that I'm going to chat to you in a little bit about. And then I've got a kind of smaller range, smaller cakes as well. So some single tier cakes, just trying to show you at a good angle. So for those kind of smaller weddings, so, you know, things that if you wanted, I know Steph was talking about micro weddings, so these cakes would be absolutely perfect for that kind of setup. So, you know, just if you're having fewer guests or those kinds of things. I also, so what else do I do? Well, I also do dessert tables. So you could have a table with a few smaller cakes and then some additional items. So things like cupcakes. You could have things like macarons, meringues, cookies. I've got some examples here of things, but I'm just slightly terrified that if I tip them, everything's going to go everywhere. So we've got some things like cupcakes, some cake popsicles, some cake hearts, those kinds of things. And they can be completely personal to you as well. So, you know, if you are absolutely obsessed with Rice Krispie treats, then we can put Rice Krispie treats on your dessert table. If you're, you know, Rocky Road is your thing, then we could do different versions of Rocky Road. You know, completely personal to you. That's my thing. The other thing that I offer in terms of edibles is wedding favours. So that could be some of the cake popsicles or cake hearts that I've just shown you. Or also I do iced cookies. Oh, it's a bit of a disaster. So they can be completely personalised with names, with dates. You could have cookies monogrammed with your initials and the date of your wedding day. You could have those as save the dates, and you could send out a personalised cookie to all of your guests to save the date. You could also use those as table settings. So these cookies could be personalised with your guests' names. And so you could have individual cookies as a place setting for each person. I also do things like hen party cookies and cakes, you know, will you be my bridesmaid gifts, all of those kinds of things as well. So how do I book? Well, you just need to get in touch with me. So there is a contact section on my website, which is just at the bottom of your screen there. So there is, so fill in that form, or you can ping me an email as well. I will pop my email address in the chat. And we can chat about exactly what you are looking for. And when we've had that conversation, and that might be by email or it might be over the phone, whatever you're most comfortable with, or we can do it over Zoom as well, then I will make you a personal quote for your exact requirements. Everyone's cake is completely different, and that might be in flavors, it might be in kind of the look, the style, all of those kinds of things. So you will get a completely personal quote from me for your exact requirements after we've had that initial conversation. Then I will send you a sample box. So yeah, absolutely, Grant, I do send out sample boxes. I post my sample boxes once a month-ish, and you need to book those through my website. There is a shop section on my website, and that is where you can purchase your sample boxes. If you then decide to book your cake through me, then you have the cost of your samples deducted from the price of your cake. So there is that initial cost of the sample box. I think it's about £22 with special delivery included. But if you're local, I can deliver them as well. And then that is deducted from the cost of your cake. You will then need to pay a 40% deposit to save the date. And then that means that I'm completely booked for your wedding. So I won't book any other weddings, any other cakes on that specific day. And that's essentially it. We will keep in touch and we'll keep chatting, and it's possible to kind of change some slight details, make some tweaks to your cake between getting your deposit paid and your actual wedding. The balance of your wedding cake would be due 4 weeks before your date. And that just enables me to get all of the ingredients together, make sure I've got the best possible quality ingredients and everything that you might need specifically for your cake. Often if I'm doing really specific things with cakes, you know, I might be working with fondant when I don't normally. I might need specific colours or luster dusts or gold leaf or things like that just to make your cake perfect. And that will enable me to get all of that together. And then I also want to just draw attention to that. So my prices will include delivery and setup to your venue on your wedding day. So your cake will be transported to the venue by me, and I will put your cake together, set it all up for you on the day. It might be that we have agreed to use fresh flowers from your florist on the day as well, and I'll be able to set the flowers into the cake on that specific day and make sure that everything is completely food safe and ready. Also, forgot to mention, I've got a little set of notes and I've just gone completely off book. I'm just making it up. My flavors, so I have a whole range of lots of different flavors, and you can find those on my website as well under the menu section. So I do, everything is baked completely from scratch. So if you want something that you're not sure whether I do or not, please just ask, because it absolutely is an option. My cakes, obviously baked completely from scratch, but also my fillings as well. So I make jams, curds, ganache, all of those kind of things can be completely personalized to you. And so if there's something that you're really, really desperate to have for your cake, then you can absolutely just chat a bit more with me about that. Grant, absolutely, yes, definitely mixed flavors on each tier. So you could have a cake that was, so a 3-tier cake that was 3 separate flavors if you wanted to. Or you could also, within one tier, have a couple of different flavors. So brides previously have had like vanilla and chocolate cake alternating in one tier, or lemon cake and blueberry cake alternating in one tier. I'm really, really happy to do that. You know, everyone's cake is such a personal thing, and their favorite cake is such a personal thing. So I want your cake to be that centerpiece to your day, and you know, it needs to taste spectacular as well as looking amazing. And so, you know, that's absolutely what I'm all about. It's got to taste good, it's got to look good, and also it's got to be something that's completely stress-free for you. Planning a wedding is a tough thing. You know, it's a tough gig. There's a lot to kind of pull together, and you know, whatever I can do to make that as stress-free as possible, that's absolutely fine by me. So I have got some availability for the rest of 2021, and my availability is pretty good for 2022. So please just give me a shout. I will link to my website again in the chat as well, just in case you haven't managed to jot it down. But you can also follow me on social media. So I am Miss Helens Bakes on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you subscribe to my mailing list on my website, then you'll kind of get updates of new products, new styles, all of those kinds of things, wedding specific things, as well as just cake things. So please do just get in touch if you are interested. Samantha's asked if I do gluten-free. Absolutely, yes. I'm reluctant to say completely gluten-free because I bake from my home kitchen, and so I do handle gluten, but I'm very, very careful to make my kitchen as free from allergens as possible when I'm creating products that need to be specifically gluten-free or vegan or those kinds of things. So yeah, I'm very happy to chat more. If you're interested, please do pop over to my website. If you're interested, just fill in that that contact form, and we can chat some more about specifically what you want in your cake. Thank you so much, guys. It's been so nice to talk to you this afternoon. I've nearly said this morning. It's not going well. And I really, really hope that you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
name is Kate, and I am a classical and electric violinist. I'm actually also an award violinist because this year I won both prestige awards for the best violinist in Leeds and also in England. So that was such a big achievement, and I'm very, very pleased. So many people like my music and so many brides. To give you a little bit of a background on myself, I started playing the violin when I was 6. And I then studied at Leeds University and Royal Northern College of Music. So I am professionally trained violinist. I played with lots of orchestras, and I have also my electric violin show touring around Europe, obviously not during COVID. And apart from that, I also perform at weddings. I play during the wedding ceremonies, during the drink receptions, and during the wedding breakfast, but also I can provide you with an evening entertainment. I play alongside my husband, who is a DJ, and we also can provide mobile disco hire. I can also provide you with a kind of Ibiza style entertainment. So this all can be arranged if you wish to have this kind of entertainment. Right, let me just play a little bit more. So the first piece I would like to play for you, it's one of the bride's most favorite pieces. It's Canon in D. So yes, that was Canon in D. This is actually one of the most favorite pieces brides choose for their weddings when they walk down the aisle. So I just wanted to play this for you because I play this very, very often, and yes, it's very, very popular. I would like to tell you more about the wedding ceremony. I perform at wedding ceremonies. I can perform on my electric violin or on my classical violin. So today I am plugged in with my electric violin, so you are going to listen to this only. Maybe at the future wedding fairs you would be able to hear some of my classical violin performance. And also, if you would like, you can visit my YouTube page, which is on my channel. You can listen to lots of different pieces, different recordings, and also my classical and electric violins. And I have also released 3 albums. So if you Google my name, you will be able to find more about my music. Yes, the next piece I would like to play for you is Gabriel Sabot. And again, this is one of the pieces that is very often requested for wedding ceremonies. It comes from the movie Mission, and especially it's very popular with my grooms. Unfortunately, the extracts are very, very short because we have a copyright ban in here, so I can play only up to 1 minute. So a little bit more about wedding ceremonies. I can play when your guests are arriving. I can play during the bridal entrance. Normally it's one piece, but very often my brides also want a couple of pieces during this time. For example, when bridesmaids are walking prior. So I can also accommodate to that. Then I would be performing during the wedding drinks reception and wedding breakfast. Another piece I would like to play for you is 1,000 Years. It's another very, very popular piece. And yes, lots of brides also choose this one. So yes, that was a selection of pieces I played for you. So the other pieces normally are being requested for my brides and grooms when they walk down the aisle. The next piece I would like to play for you is going to be Beauty and the Beast, and this is one of the pieces that I also play during the signing of the register, because as I said, I play during the entrance, during the signing of the register, and during the bridal exit, but I can also play before the wedding ceremony. So yes, there was a question, how far do you travel? I travel across whole the UK, and I perform also around the world. There is no limit on my travel. Everything depends on your preferences, and if you really would like me to perform at your wedding, then I'm sure we can find a way of doing it. I am based in Leeds and Lincolnshire, and yes, I perform lots of weddings in here, but I also travel everywhere else. Just before the lockdown, I played down south in Weymouth, and I also travel very often to Edinburgh to perform. So really, it really doesn't matter. It's one of these things when you are a musician, the travel comes with the job. So yes, the next piece I would like to play for you is going to be Beauty and the Beast. So yes, that was Beauty and the Beast, and the next piece is going to be Best Thing I Ever Had. So yes, that was the selection of pieces. I would like to tell you a little bit more about the drinks reception. So very often when I am booked for the drinks reception, especially during the summer, I am requested to play outside. So lots of people ask me, do I have equipment and how does it work? Can I perform outside? So I would like to tell you a little bit more. Here is the Bose Tower. This tower I use normally during the indoor performances, during the wedding receptions that I held inside, and during the wedding breakfast that I held inside. Actually, I have a couple of them. I use very, very high quality sound system, Bose sound system. And if the venue is really large, I am able to provide you 2 or more of these towers to amplify the room. But by saying amplify, I do not make it extremely loud, so people can't speak. Your guests are meant to be enjoying my music, not to be shouting. So I make sure that they are positioned in the right places and all the acoustics are checked prior, and you would have a very nice ambience of music on my performance. But for the drinks reception that are held outside, I actually use a portable Bose system. Here we go. This little speaker can do really magic. It's very, very loud, and I use it to play at the drinks receptions that are held outside. I can have 1 or 2 of them that can be connected together, and they are going to sound really, really good. I do not need any batteries for that, any other means. They are completely battery powered, so I can just set them up very quickly without having you wouldn't have to wait for long between the wedding ceremony and the drinks reception if you book me for both, for me to start playing at your drinks reception. Right, now I would like to play a little bit more. The next piece I'm going to play is going to be Shape of You and Romance for Violin. So yes, I have played for you a selection of the pieces that are very, very frequently asked. So if you have more questions, please feel free to message and I will try to reply. Alternatively, please contact me via my website or Facebook page. Thank you very much.
I was starting to panic then because there's a little screen that flashes just at the side of this camera when it's my turn to go live, and there was no screen there, but here we are. Kate, fantastic presentation there. Thank you so much indeed for coming on today's show. Love a Bose sound system. So yeah, can't wait to see you back out at the shows and performing live. It's time for our check-in with Wedding Fayre Yorkshire. We're going to give you a little bit of news, tell you what we're up to, and some insider information. But before we do that, we've got to bring on the guy that sews today's show together and makes it all look pretty. Please give a warm welcome to our production team. Better late than never.
Smooth transition there.
Smooth, yeah,
Get my
yeah.
glasses off, can't see anything now.
What happened at the beginning of the show?
What didn't happen at the beginning of the show? Everything happened at the beginning of the show today.
Have we not paid your invoice?
The joys of live. Yeah, so we had it going live in the wrong place.
Yeah,
it didn't go live on YouTube to start with, and then we had some characters spamming the comment section.
It's rude, that really, isn't it?
It's frustrating because we're live and everything's going on. It's all hands on deck.
Yeah, there's only one deck.
Yeah, I've only got one good hand. So I'm so conscious of that because it's putting up that this is the live stream thing.
Yeah.
And then because we've not gone live on YouTube, I was panicking that people would go, oh, that's the link to go live.
Yeah.
So hopefully nobody clicked that link. I mean, it did look incredibly dodgy.
It did. Yeah.
But you know, we've had that before. So I think it means on future events we're going to have to delete the discussion comments.
Yes.
So we normally allow people to ask questions in there as well.
Yeah.
Not on the live feed, but just on the event page. So unfortunately it's the way of the internet at the moment. Some people like to just take advantage of people.
I'd like to think the majority of people know not to click on dodgy looking links and stuff like that, but there's always going to be somebody that gets caught out, isn't there?
Yes.
Lamb. Sorry. So the news this week, I mean, we can't beat about the bush. There was a massive update on Monday just gone.
There's a roadmap.
There is we have felt the excitement run through the entire industry. I mean, let's touch on the suppliers for a start. I mean, because we're in and amongst those all day, every day.
Yeah.
The fact that they now have something to work towards is brilliant, because before we were just kind of like trying to pin the tail and the donkey in the dark kind of thing. It was just like, what are we doing? How do we get out of here? Yeah. But now we know how.
There's a roadmap, and everyone's starting to, feel good. The sun's starting to shine.
That's been a massive thing, hasn't it?
Exactly. So it's really good. We've moved some of our earlier shows into the summer months as now, haven't we? Kind of June, July.
Yeah. So shows prior to the May date, all fingers crossed for that one. We've had to postpone, but I think our first weekend back out there doing events is the 23rd of May. We kick off with, at the moment, the Cure, York and Spicer Manor.
Spicer Manor is such a beautiful venue.
It is.
The Cure York's a beautiful venue as well. You know what I mean? All our venues are beautiful venues.
They're all beautiful venues.
So, I mean, some of them have got good personalities. Some of them are beautiful.
Anyway. But yeah, on the venues as well, I mean, it's the same as any other industry at the moment. There's been a lot of staff have been on furlough. They're now starting to come back in, so they're starting to, be active again. It's great. Again, just people are just so excited to get out of the last 12 months, basically, and kind of get back to some normality, which is good.
Especially wedding-wise. I mean, couples have been through so much of having to rearrange dates and then rearrange dates again for an event that they've been organising for years. So it's going to be really exciting to see those weddings kind of come out in full bloom now.
Yeah, definitely. I think again, if you're kind of holding on for like maybe a June wedding or July wedding, you've now got that good news, which is fantastic, and go ahead. And if you're kind of planning a little bit this side, then it's up to you what you do. I think there's been an update on the number of people you're allowed to have at a wedding from March onwards.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting something smaller one, then you can get married with the smaller numbers.
It's great. Steph was on about the micro weddings, and it's such a great thing because there's a lot of pressure on people to have a wedding a certain way, or traditionally there's been that pressure to have a big wedding.
Yeah.
Whereas I think because of this, that is kind of like, you can kind of plan the wedding that you want your way now.
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about your next wedding, weren't you?
Thank you. I hope she's not watching. No, you're right there, though. I mean, you go into a venue and you see the packages are for 1,800 guests, 1,800 guests, 1,850 guests. So you think, well, that's what I've got to have.
Yeah. Whereas now,
that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, venues have got packages for 6 guests now.
6 guests.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't know how many venues encourage that. But because of this as well, and because of the micro weddings, it's forced people, venues, and suppliers to kind of look at weddings and go, right, we can't just go, this is weddings. Everything is like, you can actually have the wedding that you want with the numbers that you want. So I think it's going to be a good thing for the industry over the next couple of years.
I think getting out of the last anything, what happens from this point onwards, if they open the doors and say you can do it, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, we have to kind of get that last 12 months behind us.
Exactly.
And it is 12 months now. When is it that we have our... I mean, it kind of got brought up in the office the day that we're going to be 12 months. It's a 1-year anniversary from the first virtual show, which is such a weird thing.
It's weird to see at traditional wedding fairs. We always used to see familiar faces as couples have got engaged. They start their journey from just getting engaged all the way through to getting married, which is like 18 months for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having a photo taken in front of this banner with Lindsay Fagan.
Yeah, she's become a bit of a star, hasn't she?
You know what I mean? She's at every virtual show. She's been there from the kind of beginning as well. Yeah. And, you know, there's a few others as well that it'll be nice to see them in person at an actual real wedding fair.
So let us know when you come into a real show. That'd be awesome to see you. That'd be very, very cool.
And do you know what? I mean, these virtuals are great. They're a great way of getting information out there, but nothing beats that in-person wedding fair.
Exactly.
You get to see the venue dressed, you get to meet the team at the hotel, and you get to talk to them, and you get to meet the suppliers face to face, which is it's a great way of doing it.
I mean, it's great, like you said, these virtual shows are great for information, but you don't get the atmosphere that a venue or a supplier can kind of give off. You know, you get a feel for what somebody's like by meeting them in person. It's really difficult to get that across on screen.
And we don't have any technical issues. Well, we don't normally have any technical
don't
issues.
Say it.
I did. There was a venue once where I'm not saying which one it was, but it was a very old venue, 13th century, I believe, and someone switched the switch they shouldn't have switched, and it knocked out all the lights. And this particular venue didn't have windows in that particular area, so I had to, before the show started, I had to run to B&Q and buy floodlights to light the venue. So we don't work with that venue anymore. Electricity is an important point.
We're putting in the contract now. It must have electricity.
Must have electricity.
So.
Bolton Castle, they have electricity now.
They do, yeah.
They do. That's a great venue as well.
It is. I think we're there in September.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, I think we're going to showcase it at the North Yorkshire Fair.
Yeah. I think that's not next Sunday, the Sunday after. But yeah, we're going to try and kind of push more regional kind of venues that are on offer in a particular area. We did Leeds today. I think we've got West Yorkshire, Wakefield next week, something like that, and then North Yorkshire the week after. So yeah, a bit of a showcase of everything that everybody who we work with.
Yeah, brilliant. How are we doing for time?
I think do you want to jump back on there? I've got a couple of bits left for them, and then we'll crack on with who is next.
I don't know, guys. You know, any comments or anything, any information that you'd like from us?
Sammy. Isn't it? Sorry, go on. Do you remember last week who was in the comment section and they said they wanted some information on which order to book the suppliers? I remember the name last week, but I can't remember it now. But if you're still watching, that's the video we did for you this week.
Yes.
You go back to the station.
I'll go back there.
Press some buttons.
Do
the cat that sits there like that. We asked last week. We have a YouTube series called the Plan It Wedding series, where we deliver lots of hints and tips on you guys planning your wedding and basically try and help you along the way. And last week in the comment section of the show, somebody said they wanted to know more info on in what order to book their suppliers. So that's the video we did for them last week. Now that series is called the Plan It Wedding series. It's available on our YouTube channel, Wedding Fayres Yorkshire. Have a look on there. I think up to now we've done some great ideas for COVID weddings, getting married in a COVID environment. Again, the running order in which to plan your wedding, to book your wedding suppliers, hints on finding venues, tips on doing a midweek wedding. So there's quite a few to go out already, but if there's something that you're sat on that you think, God, I wish I knew that, but then put it in the comment section and we will do a video just for you. So they're all on YouTube, the Plan It Wedding series, and they're on our own YouTube channel, Wedding Fayres Yorkshire. yeah, all the suppliers that are presenting to you today, all the suppliers that are going to present to you from now on, would love for you to check out their social media channels. So please go do that. Of course, follow us while you're on ours, Wedding Fayres Yorkshire. And the last thing I've got for you is the ticket link for all of our upcoming shows. It's forbrides.co.uk. They're all free entry. We might have 20, 25, 30 shows for you throughout the course of this year. Hopefully a few more, but at the very least we'll have a virtual show for you every week until we get back in events. The first few events may well be hybrid shows depending on how the restrictions are at the time, and how and how everything else is. Are we ready for our next supplier? I believe Sammy Lovett is raring to go.
She is.
She is. So I will leave you in the capable hands of Sammy Lovett. I think we've got about 5 more suppliers to present to you today. So please get in the comments section, show your support, and ask them lots and lots of questions. I'll see you towards the end of the show. Enjoy.
Hi everybody, literally just in time there. I was too busy trying to set up my backdrop because I'm in my laser studio, so you can kind of see my laser cutters behind me here. So yeah, trying to hide them with some kind of branding stuff and like some welcome to the wedding signs, but we'll go with it. It's real, guys. So I'm Sammy Lovett. I'm a design maker and I work with my wedding couples to create personalised wedding concepts that are all about you, and it's all wooden, it's all sustainable. You can see behind me here one of my welcome to the wedding signs. So I love working with couples who are going for that kind of wooden, rustic kind of vibe. All of my stuff is sustainable. We have that kind of very much kind of sustainable business ethos here at Just Love It Design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen because I've got a presentation, so I'd rather kind of show you all my my products and the way that I work. So give me 2 seconds. Let me just find it. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Right, so I'm going to move that across. Awesome. So this is my personalised kind of wedding packages. This is going to be live on my website this afternoon. I've just been kind of doing a little bit of kind of extra work with it. So here is just an idea to kind of give you some products. This is Tom and Emma's wedding. The freshwater wedding is one that I talk about all the time. The wonderful Bev at Standard Edge Visitor Centre, I worked a little bit with her to kind of, with the venue as well, to bring Tom and Emma's perfect wedding package to life. So beautiful day as well. A little bit about me. So I am Sammy Lovett. I'm a designer maker, and my passion is to make your wedding day truly special and personalised for you. I work closely with you to capture your individual style to create your very own personalised wedding package. So I kind of get to know you. I work quite closely with you, and we do a discovery kind of consultation where I find a little bit about you. I find that kind of unique kind of concept that kind of brings you together as a couple. I might kind of have time hopefully to show you some products to actually kind of show you the kind of physical stories really. So our service, it's a personal design service, incorporates the concept design, the visualization, the project management and the physical production of your personalized wedding packages. My aim here is to save you time and stress so that you have time to focus on your special day. I know that kind of all these kind of personalized products, you can get them off Etsy or you get them online and from different suppliers. I work with you to create that concept, that personalized concept that's so special to you, and I use my graphic design skills to bring that all the way through your wedding package and into kind of the physical products, either before the day, which is like your save the dates, your invitations, all the way up to actual products for the day as well. So with the save the dates, all on here, I'm going to update this to my wedding page on the website this afternoon, but I've still got all the prices on there if you are going to have a look a little bit sooner. So this is just kind of a price gauge really, so you can kind of have a little look, see what you kind of want, and then we can kind of like go through your individual needs in your kind of consultations. So yes, this is kind of all of my skill set really, and I love working with wood. I love doing, like, laser cutting's my bag. I've got 2 laser cutters behind me here, and it's my skill set, and that is what I kind of do really, and it just enables me to personalize all of these beautiful, wonderful products. So I save the dates. I kind of just go back up here a little bit because I think you can't see my screen. So I work with people to create perfect save the dates. They can be magnets as well, on backing cards. And this is for my sister, who is actually getting married this year. She's still having her ceremony on the 4th of June. We're just having a smaller group of people there. So yes, this is for Bernie and Mike. In the back kind of screen, card here is yellow and paisley. You might not be able to kind of see it because of the detail on there. Yellow paisley backing card, and they're combining kind of their wooden kind of style kind of wedding with teal as well. So that's a colour concept. So even though the products that I'm doing are predominantly wood, we can embellish them with acrylic, with coloured paint, with backing cards to bring your colour concept into your personalised wedding concept to make your wedding just so you. So we can add embellishments and different touches. So with our wedding invitations, here are Rachel and Craig's wedding invitations, and I know that every time I come on here I'm like, oh, Rachel and Craig, they are actually getting married this year. They will be getting married. It's just their wedding has been postponed twice due to COVID, and these are just perfect, and I absolutely love them. So here's how we dress them. So yes, they are wooden again, but we dress them with hessian, and then we dress them with the rose gold ribbon because they are having a kind of rustic style wedding, but they're also having touches of blush and rose gold in there. So we're kind of bringing them out, kind of those touches, bring them out subtly amongst the wedding decor, which is what we are really kind of into. That it's bringing your personality and your concept, but in a really nice way. We don't kind of go too over the top, unless you want us to go over the top. Like, we'll do whatever you want, obviously. Then with Rachel and Craig, it's kind of, we've got our daytime invitations, which is what those larger ones are, and then we've got the evening invitations as well. So they're so cute. They're about A6 kind of size. They are double-sided as well. So it's got all your information on there, and we've got magnets. These ones had magnets on, so that people could put them on the fridge, which is quite nice. And because they're your invitations, it kind of gives people that instant, like, wow, Rachel and Craig are kind of having this kind of style wedding. And we've done the mountains because Rachel and Craig, they love hiking. So that's something I picked up from our discovery consultation, is they love hiking together. Their table names are all going to be of mountains that they've climbed together. So we've kind of taken that concept, and then on their day in December now, we will have the table plan, and it's all going to be kind of dressed with this kind of theme. We've got log centerpieces that are going to be engraved with the mountains and then the names of the mountains as well. And they got engaged on Snowdon as well. So it's something that's kind of really meaningful to them. We've brought into their kind of personalised wedding concept in a really, really subtle and different way. So yes, we like kind of bringing personality into it. I don't know if you can kind of see here as well, but on the hearts, they are engraved with R&C and the day that they were getting married, but we've changed that now. We've also done a little change of dates for them too. So again, little kind of mountains and engraved with their change of date, which we have had to move back again. Anyway, they will be getting married this year, fingers crossed, in December, if that kind of all goes well. So yes, that's an idea. One kind of quote that's kind of stuck with me from my wedding testimonials video is, Sammy took a vague idea from me and turned it into exactly what I wanted without me realising that is what I wanted. And that is my skill set. This is what I've kind of trained for years to do. I am a designer, and I listen to you, and I listen to your kind of story or what your future plans are, or something that's really personal to you, and I bring that out in a really visual and creative way through the product design and the product manufacture as well. I also do signs and seating plans, so like the wedding sign that I've got behind me here. These are kind of the one that's behind me here is kind of taken from the idea of like a palette, but I've kind of created this out of brand new wood. However, I am using a lot of palette wood now, actually, taking kind of palettes that have been broken down and then creating those kind of rustic, really kind of good, like tactile, and just, yeah, they're gorgeous actually. Kind of when you combine them with the laser cut letters, which is the ones that I've kind of got on here, we can do those in kind of birch ply, which is a lighter wood. We can do them in a darker ply like this one to kind of create that contrast. We can paint the letters, we can paint the wood. Literally, you add anything and nothing's impossible with me. Like, Sammy, can we do this? I'm like, I will find a way of making that possible for you using my skill set and bringing that to life. So yeah, all about the wood. And we do a little bit of acrylic like this one here. This is Alec and Gemma's, and there's kind of very much kind of rose gold going on the blossom. But going forward, we are going to be going along the kind of rustic and kind of wooden vibes, because it's something that's important to us, and we don't want to be throwing too much plastic into landfills, really, which is not what we do anyway, but future story. But yes, wooden is kind of what we're going for. So yeah, we create welcome to the wedding signs, order of the day signs as well, so people can know exactly what's going on when. For Rachel and Craig's wedding, we're actually kind of creating, because they're getting married in the same venue. So the venue is going to be, well, the reception's going to be there, the wedding's going to be there, and then they've got kind of some gardens as well. So we're creating like a signpost order of the day, which is going to kind of have where people are actually going to be going at different times as well. So that's quite good. So yes, you can ask me anything. You can tell me about your plans and I'll bring them to life. Our seating plans as well. That's a brilliant way to kind of guide people to their seats, so that the freshwater wedding, predominantly when I sat down and had a consultation with Tom and Emma about their wedding day, because their surname is, well, Freshwater, and then they said the only thing that we know at the moment is that we'd like to kind of have different bottles of water on the table, so different brands. So the top table was Perrier, we had, there was like Highland Spring water, there was Yorkshire water, different kind of brands of water on each table, and that was their table name. So I took that idea and I worked with them, and I've got some designs later on in this presentation that I can show you, like the actual designs. But here you can actually see this is their table plan, and it's a wooden frame that I've made with the letters laser cut out saying please find your seat, and Mr. and Mrs. Freshwater on the bottom, and then there's string kind of across the frame, and those pieces that you can see a little bit, the picture's not clear there, they are laser cut acrylic water bottles. So they are the shape of water bottles, and then in the center it's got the brand of water, and then engraved onto the actual piece of acrylic is everybody's names that's sitting on that table. So that was where we started the kind of concept creation, and then everything else flowed from there. And so we've got the typography kind of up here for their welcome to the wedding sign. And my skill set, that's what I kind of really do, is I take your personalized wedding concept with your typography, with all of the kind of the colors in there, and I make sure it runs through all of the products so that everything matches and everything's on point for your special day. You can ask me to do anything, honestly, nothing is impossible. Which goes on to our place names and favors as well. We've got some different kind of prices down there. And place names and favors, actually, they're very popular at the moment being combined together. So we do separate. So thanks, John. That's awesome. We do separate place names and favors, but you can combine them as well. So people just have one thing to take home, and it's quite nice. So we are kind of adding that kind of personal touch with your table names, centerpieces, and menus as well. So all along the same theme. Like I said, this is Tom and Emma's, that they had Perrier, so we matched their font, and they wanted little heart shapes that popped in bottles. In the bottles, they had like lights that were in the bottles as well. And then, of course, they had the actual branded bottle of water on the tables for their guests as well. So it's taking those little things and having a little play with them just to make your wedding really unique. So yeah, these are some of the products. I'm going to be kind of adding the rest in, because we also do luxury guest books. So they're kind of alternative guest books like Jenga. We've got kind of puzzles that people put together, and loads of different kind of guest books that we do. They're all a little bit playful as well. And the idea with the guest books is that you can take them home and you can put them up on your wall, and you can remember everybody that came to your special day, rather than a book that just gets kind of put in the attic or somewhere. You might get it out once a year for your anniversary, whereas we like kind of doing real life products that you're going to be around the house that look great, but also everybody's kind of there as well, that people have signed, which is beautiful. We also do kind of glassware. We've done loads of weddings where every guest has their own engraved glass, where it can be personalised. It can just have the bride and groom with the dates on it. And then when the bride and groom walk into the reception room, everybody's got a glass of bubbly with either their name on it or your name on it. And that, again, is something else that people can take away. We do bridesmaids gifts. We do groomsmen's gifts. We do lots of different things as well. So if you do want to work with us, we promise that we'll provide a personal design service to ensure that all of your personalised wedding package is perfect for you on your special day. We promise to produce high quality products that will really impress your guests and evoke those kind of memories of a lifetime, because weddings, yeah, there is one day, and I know that kind of when you're planning your wedding, you're like, what's our budget? You're like, well, it's just one day, but it's not. It's the rest of your life, isn't it? Marriage lasts forever, and so what I want to do with the products I create is to have those memories around your house, even if it's just like little bits like this, which is like your bride and your groom. You might just have those somewhere. Rachel and Sean, who are on my testimonial video, I know that when you walk into their front door, they've got their guest book there because it's a heart-shaped Dropbox. So they've got all of the hearts signed by their guests that were there. So it's kind of that's what's really important for me, is to make sure that I'm designing products that you might want at home as well. With Rachel and Craig, who are getting married in December, we've planned that their centerpieces engraved with the mountains on all of them for their table names, they're going to go in their garden as stepping stones up their garden. So it's how do we kind of design those and make sure that they've got the right protective coating on them to last forever. And yeah, so I don't know if I've kind of evoked this enough, but I will go above and beyond for you with my skill set and my creativity to make your special day one to remember forever. So yeah, if you would like to go ahead and book in kind of a consultation, this is the way that I work. So you book in a complimentary discovery meeting, which you can do from my website. You can just click on the button and you can book in a Zoom call with me until we can get people back in the studio, because I love doing consultations in the studio because I'm like, look at this, what about this? And we have that. However, with Zoom, if you're a little bit further away from Yorkshire, and we can do that on Zoom all the time now, which is great. So yes, we have a discovery meeting, and I kind of find out about you. I've got like a questionnaire that I kind of go to just to find out kind of about you and what your kind of personalized wedding concept will be, your dream, your image of your wedding day. And then I take all of those notes. I then go away and I create an initial proposal for you. So we will kind of book in another meeting. So we'll have our second consultation where I will present my creative ideas to you. Then you will decide if you'd like to go ahead. And then will have kind of worked out what you need by then, and kind of whether you want to save dates, invitations, and all the whole shebang, or if you kind of want bits and bobs. And that's what you can do with the products that I offer, is you can pick a mix throughout all of these. So you can choose, oh, we like that, we want that, we want this, and want that, and how many of each. I'm really flexible in the way that I work. So we'll kind of put all that together, and we'll then kind of have kind of an idea of kind of price that you kind of got for your package. You'll then kind of pay a deposit, and then we'll create a schedule for you. So this is all planned around the products and the design consultations that we need. So if you're going for the save the dates and the invitations, we'll have our initial design concept and kind of consultation then. And then if there's any more products, then what we'll do is we'll kind of book in a timeline along, kind of working back from your wedding day, and then we'll go back from there. So it's all planned out, and that's the way that I work, and that's what I promised you, is promise a professional kind of service where I promise that delivery to you, and we have a lot of kind of touch time and consultations as well. And then we go on to our delivery day. So I can deliver the products to you. So if it's your save the dates or invitations, I send them out to you in lovely, wonderful boxes, so you can kind of post them to all of your guests, because I know a lot of people really enjoy actually writing the addresses on themselves. If you'd like me to do that and send them out to your individual guests, I can do that too. And then the rest of the products, like your table plans, your welcome signs, your favours, all of the rest, because it's one big delivery, because it's for your special day, I can deliver those to you personally, and I can help you set up the venue, which I really enjoy doing that, because I visualise all these products, and it's bringing those to life and actually seeing them in your venue. It just makes me happy. So these are some kind of visual design concept. This is the freshwater one. So like I said earlier, these are the bottles of water. So these are an idea of the visuals that I can create for you. And our design consultations are done on Zoom. So I share my screen with you, and I share my design software. So you tell me what to do, like, because I design it all for you, and then you're like, oh, but can you do this, and can you do this? So I am here as your personal designer, and that's just what I enjoy doing. And then we kind of bring in those designs to you live. So we create all of the products in our workshop, which is where I am at the moment. And then and then we'll come and help you set them up in your venue. So yeah, they're just beautiful. And yeah, this is my skill set with two of these. Here's some others. So yes, your wedding package. If you'd like to book in a consultation with me, you can go on my website, you can click the book the consultation button, and you can book in, and we can have a little chat about your wedding day and how we can make it super special for you. So thank you very much, guys. I think that's my time and probably a little bit more. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I'm Sammy Lovett from Just Love It Design. Work with me and you will just love it. Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday. Goodbye.
Good afternoon, my name is Rod. I'm a magician based in West Yorkshire, but I get to travel and perform across the whole of the UK when it is safe and legal, of course. I've been performing live magic and mind reading for over a decade now, and perform both close-up, walk-around magic to stage and everything in between. And I always tailor what I do to best fit the occasion that I'm booked for. And I really count weddings as the most privileged events that I get to do, simply because I'm being invited to play what I consider to be a significant role on what is going to be one of the most important days in the special couple's lives. So I always count it an honor, and always make sure that I go an extra 10,000 miles to ensure I create the best experience for everybody possible on the day. So I could ramble on for the next sort of 10-15 minutes telling you why you should book a magician or book me, but I'm just gonna, for the next sort of few moments, just give a demonstration, if that's okay. So first of all, I'm just going to do an observation test, if that's okay. This is for everybody, so let's see how observant that you are. I want you all to have a look at these and remember the backs and remember the fronts. Remember the backs, remember the fronts. Have you got that? Perfect, perfect. Right, can any of you remember seeing the Ace of Hearts? No, I don't think so. No. Okay, that's interesting because there was an Ace of Hearts. Okay, but you didn't see it. That's okay. Maybe you'll get the next one. Can any of you remember what color the backs of the cards were? Oh, I think you got that wrong. Sorry. They're red. Okay, can any of you remember what were on the fronts of the cards? It was a royal flush, 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Okay, you got that wrong. Not very good, but we'll try the next one if that's okay. So what I need now, I need a volunteer. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what I'm going to do. I've got a lucky card in this pack of cards, and I've turned my lucky card face down. Okay, so it's facing the other way. So the first person to write in the chat bar to type their card in will be the card that we use to make it fair, and that's your lucky card. So if a few of you think of your lucky card and just write it in the chat bar, and we'll go with the first one that comes up, if that's okay. I'll just wait for that to happen, for it to come on the chat bar. Still waiting. Still waiting. If you could type in the chat bar your favorite card, that would be wonderful. Are there any people? Are there anything happening? Are any cards being mentioned? I believe there's a 25-second delay. 3 of clubs. Oh, wow. That is amazing that you've picked this 3 of clubs. Samantha, Samantha, Samantha. That must be your lucky card. That's incredible, because earlier on today, I turned over my lucky card in this pack. Would that be mad if it was the 3 of clubs, Samantha? It would be crazy, wouldn't we? Let's have a look to see if it was. And it means, Samantha, that if we've picked the same card, it means that you do have to book me, because 2 lucky cards matching together, there must be something significant in that. So Samantha, thank you so much for choosing the 3 of clubs, because that is my lucky card. Round of applause, I think. Thank you. Thank you, Samantha. That was wonderful. Okay, so one of the things that me and my wife always love to do since we've been married 13 years now is date night. On a date night, we like to either go out for a meal or go to the cinema. We've not been able to go to the cinema for a while for obvious reasons. And I'm going to play a game for the next few moments called Surprise Cinema. Okay, and basically a surprise cinema is basically like a roulette where you go to the cinema and all you do is pick the screen, and in picking the screen you pick the movie. So in this case you've got 6 movies to choose from: Spider-Man, Joker, Toy Story, Scream, Pretty Woman and Fast and the Furious. So instead of picking the movie, you're going to pick screens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So you pick one screen. I've got a prediction in there with a cinema ticket in it. And the first person to mention a screen, to pick a screen, will be the screen that we use, okay? So you can either pick screen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, type that in right now. And while you do that, the first screen that comes up, that's the one we'll use. Okay, while we're doing that, I'm just going to have a drink. Which means if you invite me to your wedding to do the magic, you can be sure that the wine will never, ever run out. Have we got a screen number in there? Screen, which is the first one? Okay, brilliant. So which one have we got? The first one, I believe, is 4. I believe that's fine. The first screen number somebody said is 4, which I believe, yeah, I think we all agree with that, which is quite mad. Okay, because screen 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is screen. Okay, you could have picked any screen number, but you picked screen, which is quite crazy because in this envelope is a cinema ticket to watch Scream. Round of applause. Thank you so much for picking screen 4. It wouldn't have been good if you picked another screen, of course not. So I'm going to tell you a story. Me and my wife got married in 13 years ago, as I said, in January 2017, 14 years ago, actually, I should know that. And we went on honeymoon. And for that Christmas, the Christmas before, somebody bought me a Rubik's Cube. So as I was packing my bag, I thought my challenge over my honeymoon period is going to learn to solve a Rubik's Cube. So at the airport, I told my wife what the challenge was, and she wasn't very happy, let's be honest. She said, "You're taking a Rubik's Cube on holiday, on honeymoon. Don't tell anybody, Rod. Don't put it on social media. That is really embarrassing. You're going to be that bored." Anyway, 5 days into our honeymoon, my wife asked me if I'd managed to solve the cube yet. I hadn't. I tried, but I failed. So she was going out for the afternoon. I was staying in, just resting, and she was getting pampered and all that. I paid for, of course. It's important to do that. And she threw me the bag with the Rubik's Cube in, and she said, "Rod, if you solve the cube by the time I get back," she mixed it up. She said, "I will pay for you to go to Las Vegas next year to see your favorite magician, David Copperfield." I said, "Oh, wow, that's amazing. Thank you." And I was up for the challenge, and she didn't think at all that I would solve the cube. She went out straight away. I was like looking on the internet for cheats to solve the cube. Anyway, I couldn't. So I put the cube back in the bag, and in the box where the cube was, I saw at the bottom that's something I'd not seen before. There were stickers. There were spare stickers for the cube, and I thought, you can guess what I did and what I thought straight away. So I took the stickers off the cube, and then obviously the cube then was looking like this. It was bare, and then I got the brand new fresh stickers out, and I began to stick them on. And I was smug, and I was happy, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I thought, what is my wife going to think when she comes back? She's going to go mad. Anyway, so she came back. Well, and before she came back, I made sure that I put the cube back in the bag that she threw me over the bed. And when she came in, I was lying on the bed, and she said, "Rod, have you?" I said, have I what? She said, "Have you solved the cube?" I said, "Well, of course I have." You know, just being quite smug and chilled about it. I said, "Have a look in the bag." She looked in the bag and she screamed. She screamed. She screamed. She couldn't believe that I'd done it. She couldn't believe it. I suppose you want to see what she saw. I suppose you want to see what she saw. Well, she saw this. She saw a solved cube. I don't know what you're thinking. You're thinking there's another cube in that bag because I can read minds. Well, actually, there isn't. Thank you for the round of applause. So, couple of moments left. So why book a magician? So planning your big day, there's so many things to consider, but one of the most important elements is to make sure that your guests have the most incredible day, a day that they will remember for the rest of their lives. Entertainment is really, really important, but something that perhaps your guests are not expecting, something like a magician. Obviously, you know, when they come to a magician, they're going to expect a DJ and band or musician, and that's all great, that's all really important. But I believe having a magician really does take what is already a great atmosphere to another level. So my top 3 reasons for booking a magician, and to be fair, I could probably state 300. First, it gives you peace of mind that your guests are being entertained, especially during, you know, some of the lull moments of the day, maybe when photographs are being taken, or maybe that time between the wedding breakfast and the evening reception. Secondly, it's a great icebreaker, and it really does bring both sides of the family together. It generates excitement and enhances the socializing. And also, having a magician will create the perfect shots for your photographer. And you get to see the pictures of all your guests having fun, looking amazed, looking astounded, and you get to hold those memories for the rest of your life. So I offer 3 packages. I offer a silver, gold and platinum. The silver package is 90 minutes of mix and mingling magic at any point of your day. Obviously, if we were to have a conversation, we would talk about where that would perhaps best fit in the day. And the same with the gold package, which is 2 hours of magic and mind reading. And the platinum package is 2 hours of magic and mind reading, but also a 30-minute interactive magic show for everybody at the appropriate part of the day. So the packages start from £400 and go to £750. And a crazy offer that I'd like to offer today, if you were to book a consultation with me this week, within 7 days, and then go on to book either the gold or platinum package, I'm going to throw in a £250 gift to you in form of my virtual magic Zoom show that you can invite 10 households to come and join in that event within 6 months of your wedding date. So that could be a gift that you could actually give to people, you know, maybe your bridesmaids, your grooms, the in-laws, and whoever you give gifts to on the day, because the tickets that I would give you are very, very posh design and look really, really fancy. And again, the value is £250, and that offers on for the next 7 days if you were to book the gold or platinum package. So my website is rodwilliamsmagic.com. You can contact me on 07912 604 518. Message me, get in touch. I'd love to chat, and it'd be great to have a consultation with you this week. So thank you, and I will check the messages in a minute, and if there's any questions, I will answer them. Thank you.
Grab a prop and strike a pose with Jelly Bean Photo Booth. With green screen, customizable prints and guestbook options, you're guaranteed fun photos. Visit jellybeanbooth.co.uk.
Hi there, thank you for joining us today for the Wedding Fayre's Yorkshire Virtual Showcase. I'm Adam from Jelly Bean Photo Booth, and today we will be showcasing our award-winning photo booths and magic mirrors. We are based in Sheffield and cover all of the UK, however our main focus is Yorkshire and the Midlands, travelling 50 miles free from our Sheffield-based office near Meadowhall. So we have the largest availability of photo booths and magic mirrors in South Yorkshire, with 4 of our state-of-the-art selfie mirrors available to hire, along with 4 of our fantastic in-house built photo booth selfie pods and inflatable photo booths. We are also proud of our outstanding customer service and personalised experience, being voted as the North of England Wedding Awards Photo Booth Business of 2020 and finalist to the I Do Wedding Award of 2020. Our amazing team Jelly Bean will do everything to make your event or occasion extra special, whether it be assisting your guests with their photos or designing a personalised print or background. We are here every step of the way. So we also have a full COVID-19 risk assessment and policy available to view on our website, which outlines our new ways of working going forward, such as full sanitising of our photo booth props and equipment, along with encouraging all of our guests to enter our booth in bubbles and use of sanitizer, obviously till the end of when the pandemic ends. We also guarantee to move your date free of charge if your event is cancelled due to COVID. So if your date isn't available with us, your new date, we will then refund your deposit and any other payments made to us. So on to our photo booths. All of them are inflatable and we have a plethora of different options, such as popular square booths available in either black or white. We also have our smaller but just as striking octagon photo booths and our showstopper camera booths that will definitely take centre stage at your event. All of our photo booths include our in-house built selfie pods using the best DSLR cameras, smooth touchscreens and endless personalisation options, such as fully personalised prints and green screens by our in-house graphics team, personalised user interface, animations and overlays, and of course all include our impressive trunk of fun and inflatable props. So our trunks are absolutely massive and do include hundreds of props. All of our packages also include stanchions with red ropes, red carpet and decorative flames at the entrance of the booth. We also include fully personalised guest books in a choice of finishes to match your design, with our colleagues at your event assisting your guests to leave that extra special message in your book. It doesn't stop there. So our packages also comprise of a USB stick with a copy of all of the photos from the night, unlimited visits to the photo booth during your book time, double set of prints, which are either in 6x4 or 6x4 instant prints per session, online password protected photo gallery uploaded live on the night, where your guests can also scan a QR code on the night and it'll take them straight to their photo, and social media uploads to Facebook or Twitter, also live on the night. So if you've got a gallery or a hashtag gallery on your Facebook page, you can upload directly to that. Our jam-packed packages start from just £260 for 2 hours, £300 for 3 hours and £340 for 4 hours for venues within 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office, with a small mileage charge if you're outside of this area. So bookings are subject to a £75 deposit payable on our website, with flexible payment options such as payment plans and standing orders available, so you can spread your balance over multiple months. So just get in touch around that if you want to do that. All of our terms and conditions, including prices and everything, including our packages, is on our website at www.jellybeanbooth.co.uk. So now on to our stunning magic mirrors. So today we are showcasing one of our illuminated Hollywood style magic mirrors, which we have 2 of them, both with a huge 70-inch touchscreen, DSLR camera inside, professional flashlights and more. So again, these run our amazing photo booth software, which is all fully personalised, just like our photo booths, to match your theme or colour scheme. So our in-house graphics team can put together bespoke animations, messages and even virtual props and overlays onto your magic mirror to make it that extra special. So just like our photo booths, we also put together fully personalised prints, and all of our magic mirrors come with a huge trunk of fun and inflatable props. We also have 2 other magic mirrors, one of which has a beautiful gold Owner LED illuminator frame, and we also have a slimline magic mirror from our more intimate venues that also has a gorgeous silver and gold white Owner frame. So our slimline mirror is great for those venues that have a huge flight of stairs, for example, and it's easily portable. With all our magic mirrors, we also include stanchions with red ropes and red carpet at the entrance of the mirror. You also get a choice of free backdrop for your guests to stand in front of if you don't want the background of your venue in your photos, for example. We've got one here today that I'm stood in front of. We also have 14 beautiful designs to choose from, and all of which are double-sided. So you've got a great choice on our website to look at of all the designs we've got of the backdrops. Again, just like our photo booths, it doesn't stop there. All our packages also comprise of a USB stick with a copy of all the photos from the night, unlimited visits to the magic mirror during your book time, double set of instant 6x4 or 6x2 prints per session, a fully personalised guest book in the choice of finishes to match your design, with our colleagues at your event assisting your guests to leave a special message in your book. Also includes an online password protected photo gallery uploaded live on a night and social media uploads. Our jam-packed packages for the mirrors, just like our photo booths, start at the same price of £260 for 2 hours, £300 for 3 hours and £340 for 4 hours for venues within 50-mile radius of our Sheffield office. Again, with a small mileage charge if you're outside of this area. Bookings, just like our photo booths, again subject to a £75 deposit payable on our website with flexible payment options. So your photo booth experience doesn't stop there. So our new updated website also allows your event guests to order something special with a range of quality, beautiful photo gifts. So get your favourite photo booth print or photo onto a sleigh, onto a mug, or even onto a keyring, for example, ordering direct from our Jellybean Print Studio website. It's as easy as entering your unique print number that's on the bottom of the print, selecting your photo, and then just taking it from there. Prices start from just £10 for a personalised mug, and that is including delivery. You can also order replacement USB sticks, guest books, and a print pack of all the prints from your event direct on our website. We really have thought of everything and offer the most personalised photo booth experience in the region, and it is all included in all of our simple and uncomplicated packages. So our 2021 calendar is getting very full. However, due to our great availability of mirrors and photo booths, please do get in touch if you want to check if your date is available. And 2022 onwards is also open, so don't lose your date with us. We do make it as easy as possible to get in touch, whether it be on social media, our online chat function on our website, email or phone. So one of our team are available every day of the week to assist with any of your bookings. So whether that's just changing your date or if you want to come and book with us. So thank you for joining us today. Drop us a like on Facebook, search Jellybean Photo Booth. We have enjoyed the showcase and speaking to you today. Hope you have too. I will now pass you back onto the amazing Wedding Fayre's Yorkshire team. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
I think I might be live. Let me just check 1 second. Right, perfect. We are live. Sorry about that, everyone. So just to introduce myself, I'm Cheryl from Cheryl Bottomley Cakes, and I'm here to talk to you about my wedding cakes, the process, and also how to inquire. And what I'll do is I'll try and answer any questions that you may have throughout, but if I do miss any, I'll come back and answer them after as well. So I firstly wanted to just thank Wedding Fayres Yorkshire for hosting the event today. I think throughout this whole pandemic, it's been brilliant that we've still been able to come on and connect. And I think it's fair to say that all of us will be really happy when we can do face-to-face events again, because we get to, meet everyone in person and really build those, those relationships with everyone. And obviously weddings can start to go ahead again, which is just going to be absolutely amazing. So I think we've got a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, so let's have a look. So life, the cake with the blue on the right. Okay, so just to tell you a little bit about me then. So I do specialise in creating luxury and contemporary wedding cakes, as you can see here. I do have a particular focus and love for sugar flowers, and these are great because they can be matched to the flowers provided from your florist, and these are all handmade as well. So everything that you see here on these displays are handmade. However, that doesn't mean that you have to have them, of course. I do offer things like buttercream cakes and semi-naked cakes too. So it's entirely up to you in terms of the design that you have. It may be dependent on things like your venue. So if you've got like a more rustic look, you might want to go for like a buttercream or a semi-naked cake as well. So the decorations on your cake can be totally matched to the theme of your wedding, and your cake will be bespoke to you as well. And I just wanted to touch a little bit about inspiration, because there's so many different places where you can find inspiration for your wedding cake. So things like your wedding invitations. So you can have little parts of your wedding invitations pulled out and implemented onto your cakes. And things like your wedding dress. So obviously the bride's wedding dress, if you've got some beautiful detail on your dress, again, that can be added to your cake as well. And as like I said before, the style of your venue might sort of like decide on the theme of your cake. And what I do tend to do is I do tell my couples, if you haven't done this already, which you probably have, is get creating Pinterest boards, because, you'll be able to collect all your ideas and your inspiration up there, but it will also give me a really good idea of the style and the ideas that you like. So alongside of the wedding cakes, I do also do dessert tables. And that includes things such as cookies, cake arts, handmade chocolates. So like cookies and your cake arts, again, they can be tailored and brought in with the theme. So like the design on them and the decoration and the colours, it can all be changed. And again, if you didn't want a dessert table and you are stuck on things like wedding favours, things like your chocolates and your cookies, again, they make lovely little treats for your wedding favours as well. So Leslie, so you love the deep coloured one. Yeah, this one, it's quite different, isn't it? So this one's actually got some sort of like vertical ruffles going down, so it's a little bit different, this one. And again, even if someone picks a design like one of these designs, the colours can be changed. So this one's actually quite autumny. So if you wanted something that's got a little bit more of like a summer or a spring vibe, then again, we can change the colours on those as well, and same with the flowers. So as I was saying, with your like treats and dessert tables, if you're stuck for ideas for favours, cookies and handmade chocolates, the great little treats for your guests. So with my cakes, each of these tiers, they do come as standard around about 5-inch tall, but you can opt to have some of the tiers shorter or taller if you want as well, just to give it a little bit of a different look. So as you can see, this one's sort of like got a taller tier in the middle, and it just gives the cakes a little bit more of a wow factor as well. So yeah, if you do opt for one of these iced cakes as well that you can see in the background, they are also encased in a beautiful Belgian white chocolate ganache, and then they're covered in the icing, so you get that luxury of the chocolate ganache as well. So yeah, the coloured stands, so you can, I've got tons of like different stands as well that you can pick for your cake. So again, I do have some different ones for the more rustic cakes, like semi-naked ones as well. But yeah, I've got several different colours. So again, depending on the colour of your wedding, you can opt for a different style wedding cake. So I think I've got an antique silver one. There's like a rose gold one here, an antique gold, and then we've got a white one, and I've got a few others as well. So yeah, so that's a little bit about sort of like the styles of the cakes that I do. So to give you a little bit more information in terms of what happens next. So generally after you've booked your venue, that's a really good time to start contacting your other suppliers to get them booked in as well. I think we could probably all say, the suppliers, that we still are rescheduling a few bookings for this year, given the announcements from the government. So it's definitely not too early to start inquiring. And the process with me is to first of all just check that your date is available. So I do still have some dates available for the back end of 2021 and also going into 2022. And then what happens from there, if I've got your date available, we can then arrange a taster box to be made up for you, and then a consultation. So I do think it's really important to taste some cakes, and I've got some amazing flavours on my menu for you to try, and they're from standard like vanilla and lemon cake flavours right through to things like cherry bakewell, salted caramel. We've got elderflower and prosecco flavours on there as well. And by the way, they're all lovely flavours, but the cherry bakewell always goes down a treat. But yeah, you can have a look on my website because I've got a full flavour menu on one of the tabs in there. So my next sample boxes, I'm actually creating those the week commencing the 15th of March. So if you would like one of these, just please get in touch. And they do actually come in the gorgeous packaging like this, in one of these. So, and in there, there's like 6 different flavours, which is fantastic. So if you do want one, just get in touch and I can get that arranged for you. And then after that, what we'll do is we'll arrange a date for your consultation. So this is the really exciting part. I love the consultation because this is the meeting where we get to discuss all your details and your ideas, and it'll give me a really good understanding of your style, and then it allows me then to be able to create a bespoke design for you. And then following on from the consultation, you'll receive a sketch of your cake, and that's great because it gives you a visual of what your cake will look like, and also if you need to make any changes, then we can go back and do those tweaks on there. So these taster boxes and your consultation, so they are £25, but if you go ahead and book with me, then that amount is actually deducted from your cake balance. And then following that, if you wanted to go ahead after you've sampled some cakes, there's a £75 deposit, which that actually secures your day. And again, that's deducted from your overall cake balance. So my consultations at the moment, excuse me, they are being held via Zoom because of the current situation. And to be honest, they've worked really well. Obviously, we're missing the face-to-face element, but it's probably something that I'm going to continue to offer, after the pandemic's finished, as well as face-to-face, because if someone lives further afield, it's easy for us to have that discussion via Zoom. So yeah, so I love hearing and talking to you about your plans. So if you do want more information, as I said before, just get in touch because I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to have a look at various cakes, or if you want to find some more inspiration, you can have a look on my website, which is www.cherylbottomleycakes.co.uk. And on there you can find my gallery of different styled cakes, There's my prices on there, there's my flavour menu, and then there's like FAQs as well. But if you've got any questions, you know, honestly, please feel free just to bob me a message. And I've also got my Instagram account or my Facebook business page as well, which is at Cheryl Bottomley Cakes. I think I might have gone through all the questions. So Leslie's asked how much the sample boxes are. So yeah, just to go back to that, they are £25, and that's for the 6 flavours in the box and the consultation to discuss the designs. But that is deducted from the overall cake balance if you go ahead and book with me as well. And yeah, I would really love to hear from you, but thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to hearing from you soon. So Lindsay says you're more. Thank you, Lindsay. I think I've gone through everyone's questions, but if anyone's got any more, I'll jump back into the feed and I'll answer any questions that anyone's got as well. But I hope you enjoy the rest of today, and thank you very much for listening and watching. Thank you very much. Bye.
I'm Liz Clark from the weddingguideuk.com. I've been using my time very wisely during the lockdown, and I finally put a book together which compiles all the information that I've been gathering over the last 20 years of publishing the Wedding Guide UK. So lots of articles, lots of timetables, things that we've always put in the books, everything together in one place. And it's a little mine of useful information for you to help you with your planning. There's everything from how to choose your dress, what fabrics, what style, shape for your shape. There's jobs for the boys, there's readings, there's all the different types of ceremonies you can have, you know, whether you want to have a civil ceremony or a Church of England, Catholic wedding, Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, the lot. We've got everything in there. So you'll really enjoy it, and I know that you'll find it really useful. It's literally, it's your guide to planning your perfect wedding. So guess what? We've called it How to Plan Your Perfect Wedding. And as well as that, it's the beginner's guide to getting married and your perfect wedding planning partner. So if you go to the website, it's theweddingguideuk.com. We've got a special lockdown price at the moment. It's only £1.99, and I think you'll love it. So let me know how you get on, and enjoy. Happy planning. Bye for now.
Hi, it's Alison from Celebration Balloons and Events. Desperately trying to share my screen at the moment. If you could you sort that out for me? 'Cause I don't seem to be able to do it, but we'll see if we can get somewhere. Hi, right, I'm Alison from Celebration Balloons and Events, which I've already said, and also Leeds Event Decor. I'm just going to basically tell you a little bit about myself and how I started the company and how long I've been going. And hopefully, if we can share the screen, I'll be able to show you a few pictures of things that I've done in the past. I started basically with my husband, who's a DJ and quizmaster. We started party nights in 2007. And we do these party nights, we hold these party nights, or we did until lockdown, round about 4 times a year. So we do all kinds of themes, but the main themes are like rock and roll, 70s nights, 80s nights. I'll try again. No, it won't let me do it, unfortunately. Ah, there we go. Try that one. How's that? We get there. yeah, 70s nights, 80s nights. Oh God, we've done 40s nights. We've put groups on. So that kind of started me off in the event decor, just dressing the party nights, and then we do a New Year's Eve night every year, and we've held that since 2008. And again, lots and lots of different decor for different themes. We've done Jungle Bell Ball, Ocean Ball, hopefully Spacemen and Aliens when we can get back and going. It's been difficult trying to think of different themes all over the years, but I've managed it. You know, it's been a fabulous night. I started off in balloons. I'm a certified balloon artist. I've competed in America for Team GB, and balloons were basically what got me properly down the path of event decor. Just through basically the demands of variant clients, well, not demands, requests, the requests of clients wanting just a little bit more. Thank you. Just wanting a little bit more than balloons. So they say, have you got this and have you got that? And do you know somebody who does this? And I thought, well, you know, I might as well just do it as well myself. Lindsay, please get in touch. There'll be some details at the end of this little presentation, and if you get in touch with me, I've been more than happy to help you with your balloons. So I moved into decor and started up Leeds Event Decor. And after 10 years, I'm finally a trusted supplier for both balloons and event decor for Alton Hall Hotel, which is literally just around the corner from me. So because it's quite a local, my local venue, you tend to, like, there's no setup fees or anything like that when it's literally a 5 minutes drive away. So I've got such a lot of beautiful decor that it is quite difficult for me to basically tell you everything that I've got, and I've got some new things as well. And for those of you getting married in a couple of years' time, I'll have an awful lot more because I'm constantly on the lookout for you know, the beautiful decor that's out there. And also, if there's anything that I don't have that you particularly want, then I'm prepared to get it in if I feel that other brides will want it. What's been particularly popular have been like the gold frames with the flowers on top, so I've now got some of those in as well. Just as I say, basically anything that you'd like. I only try to do, it's difficult kind of next year to do it, and this year, but I do try to only do one wedding a weekend. I certainly will not do more than 2, so you don't have to worry that kind of my focus is elsewhere. I'm still trying to fit in only one wedding a weekend. Obviously with brides moving, it's a trifle difficult at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. It's just great to know, hopefully, that this will be the last virtual wedding fair I'll have to do, because it's not my it's not my comfort zone, I have to say, and I'm really looking forward to meeting all brides, couples in person and having a chat with you. That's what I enjoy the most, is really getting to know people and meeting people and doing the very best that I can to make sure that your day's just exactly what you want it to be. That's no grant I do. I'm absolutely terrible at it, but I try my best. I try my best. Yeah, it's so important to make sure that everything is as you want it to be, which is why I try to do just the one wedding a weekend, because I want to be there. I want to be there basically until you sit down for your wedding breakfast, because I know then that everything is is where it's supposed to be, and you're absolutely happy with everything. And also I can come back for the evening do to move things around and hopefully set everything up for then. But I also have got a really, really good team behind me now as well. So if I can't do it, I've got real trusted people that I know I'll be able to do it. So I'm not right sure, to be honest, if this is going to work, but let's give it a go and I'll show you some pictures. There's not a massive amount, so bear with me. Can you see this okay? I'm just going to have to trust that you can, because it's quite difficult from this side to know whether or not you can. Grant, can you tell me? Is that okay? Anyway, let's carry on. So this is Alton Hall, and it's the Repton Suite. It's one of my favourite venues. I think it's absolutely stunning. But this is the room done up for the ceremony. So in this we have, going from the back to the front of the picture, we start off with the starcloth backdrop with the white swagging at the back. This is 6 metres by 3 metres, but I've got 3 of these. So if your wall's a little bit bigger and you want a little bit more, that's absolutely no problem. And then in front of that, we have the rustic arch, and that's entwined with roses and the chiffon swag on that as well. Then the ceremony table. I've forgotten what things are called now. It's that long since I've done it. The ceremony table, that's dressed as well with another chiffon swag, ribbons, sashes to match the chairs, and then a beautiful table runner across the top of the table. We've got the candles and the aisle runner. The chairs, I have to stress, this was a Wedding Fayre setup, and these are not my chair covers. So I've just put the sashes on. They were not my chair covers. And then to the front, we've got the 2 upright trees with the wisteria branches on. And at the back, sorry, I forgot to say, we've got the blossom tree arch, which hopefully is still going to be so popular, just basically because it's so beautiful. I've got, well, I'll carry on, but there's different size trees. I've got 2 of the canopy trees. I've 2 sets of canopy trees. And then I've got 1 set of the uprights, and then I've got quite a few of the 6-foot trees that can go on tables or can go on plinths for you down the aisle. And then we move to tables, like a dual purpose. This is my white flower wall, white rose flower wall, and as you can just make out on here, it's got little twinkly fibre optic lights in it, which it's just a beautiful flower wall, basically, that you can put anything in front, any colour. And again, the blossom trees, and in the centre, the acrylic cake table, which can be dressed with anything really. You can put anything inside there. You can put anything inside the leg, and you can also put anything inside the top, so that can be dressed to suit your particular theme and colour. These are, there's kind of in here, there's the post box, which is kind of a obligatory thing for any venue dresser to have. Post box, a smaller wisteria tree, and then this is the weeping willow for people who prefer something not quite as flowery, but this is good. This is lovely. What have we got next? I do hold the 4-foot love letters. I've also got, which I haven't put a picture on, I also hold a script light up love as well, a 3-foot. I do the centerpieces. This is just one example, the centerpieces and the flower balls on top, but I'd have a lot of different centerpieces. So if you get in touch with me, meet up with you and pretty much go through what it is you want, not particularly what I've got, but what you want, and then we can work together to, you know, as I say, just make your day as perfect as I can. Again, this is the acrylic cake table, just dressed differently with some blush pink flowers in there, and my attempt at a fake cake. And then again, the centerpiece. This is my new 10-arm candelabra. I think this is pretty stunning, but I've only got 2 of these, and they're perfect for the top table. Or if you've only maybe got 4 tables, you could have 2 of the 2 on 2 tables and then something else on the other 2 tables. But they are pretty stunning and certainly give you the wow factor. This is my 6-foot hoop dressed. This is my favourite colours theme, to be honest. Just ivory and green, very natural. But this can be dressed. I can add in your colour schemes into this. So I can put blush pink in there or purple or whatever your colour scheme is. You can have the welcome board, or it's also can be utilised as a table plan. That's the word I'm looking for. It can be utilised as a table plan as well. So we can put that on there. As I say, a welcome board, or you may have your own ideas as to what this can be used for. Do various welcome boards with obviously the organic garland to go with it. I've got various sizes of the welcome board and various different easels as well. My princess carriage. This is very, very popular. People do like this because it's just something a little bit different and it's very romantic. It's also very good for Disney-themed weddings, which are quite popular. Again, this can be utilised either as a welcome drinks table, as is shown here. It can also be used as a candy cart, and it can also be used as your cake table. And again, dressed to suit your particular theme and your colourway. This is the Starcloth backdrop, again, with a different top table runner on. Again, these can all be changed to different colours, and also the lovely top table Starcloth as well. There's also a matching cake table Starcloth as well. And then there's the Mr. and Mrs., which I think are quite cute. What's next? Again, a different way of dressing the rustic arch. Another organic balloon. This is an organic balloon arch. I've also got the copper. It's that long since I've done this. I'm forgetting what everything's called. This is the copper arch, which is quite popular as well. This was at a wedding at, say, the Woodlands in Gilderson. So these are the smaller blossom trees. Again, for the blossom trees, I've got white blossom, I've got pink blossom, I've got wisteria, willow and ficus as well. So all the branches are interchangeable from the various trunks. So what's good about these is they can be placed anywhere, basically. They can be placed in your ceremony room, as I say, on plinths or just down the sides of the rooms. And then a dual purpose, they can then be moved and put onto your tables if you would like them on the tables as well. So you get 2 uses from these. This is the Starcloth backdrop. This is 2 of them put together. This was for a socially distanced wedding when they were only allowed, I think, 10 people or 20 people. I don't know, but not many people, that's for certain. So they wanted just to make the room feel extra special. So they had 2 of the star cloths put up, and it really made a big difference because behind that was a very corporate looking wall. So it just added, just made it look really, really romantic, which is what I try to specialise in, is the romantic side of it. This is my new, one of my new additions, because the boho themes are becoming very, very popular as well. So this is a 6-foot hoop. The blue backdrop is not available, unfortunately, but it's just the hoop and the floristry. So this is now available for the 2021-22 season. And finally, my latest addition, which is the 2 5-foot magnolia trees. These are not with me yet. They're on the way, hopefully, stuck in containers probably somewhere in Portsmouth or Southampton. But again, just beautiful. And a couple of these on, if you've only got 4 tables, 2 of these on 2 tables, and then the 10-arm candelabra on the other 2 tables, certainly give you the wow factor. So that's pretty much it. That's not everything I've got, because we'd be here all day, to be honest, if I showed you everything that we had. The best thing to do is to come and see me, basically, if you get in touch when we're allowed, obviously. If you, I think, oh, there you go. That's one website. The other one is rothwellballoons.co.uk. All my contact details are on there. My Instagram is Balloons and Events Leeds, and my Facebook is Celebration Balloons of Rothwell, I think. Telephone number, if you've got a pen, is 07796 671 315. And I certainly hope to meet everybody, and just a big thank you, a huge thank you to Grant and Alan and all the team at Wedding Fayre Yorkshire that have basically kept us going. And even though they know how much I don't like doing this, I do appreciate the fact that I can do it. So, but it'd just be nice. It'll just be nice to meet up with everybody again, and hopefully we've got some light at the end of the tunnel now. So have a good day, everybody. The weather's nice. So look, I've even got my summery top on for you. The weather's beautiful. Have a lovely day, and hopefully I'll hear from you at some point in the future. Bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Iain from Iain Henderson Designs. I'm based here in Bingley, and I have a studio rather than a shop, and I do bespoke jewellery. So clients come to see to me rather than going to a shop and possibly picking off a shelf. They want something a bit more individualised, personalised to them, so they come and see me. So I'm just going to talk you through a few different styles we do. I'm going to start on the ladies' side. So do you want to just pan into these ones here? So if you've got the solitaire engagement ring, you can got quite a few options that you could put with this. You could have a plain ring that kind of does okay. It's not the greatest for me. It kind of dulls down the ring a little bit. You can have ones with little diamonds, which we call flush set. That's the style. Flush set, very subtle, but for me that's quite nice. It kind of links the 2 rings together, which I do like that, rather than just going for the plain. So for me, that's one idea we work on there. Then you'd have onto another setting, which we call channel setting, which is basically got the diamonds set into this channel. So you can see them, there's 2 bands of metal on the side, and the diamonds will create a channel and we'll set them into there. Now again, for me, because it's got like nice claw setting on top, this is a channel. It works, but for me, it's not the best option. Personally, I would be going for one that is more claw set. So this is what we call a claw set ring. I think diamond's going halfway around. And it's a good one to link it together, so you can see the claws are matching across, and for me that kind of makes a better match if you want the diamonds. So that gives you a bit of an idea. You kind of got 3 basic styles of wedding rings. We can put the solitaire one. Now, we have a lot of clients that come to me that have solitaire, but then maybe it's a different shape, so it's kind of not going to fit a traditional ring. So if you try and put a straight band with this, you can see you're going to get all sorts of looking odd. It's not going to fit together. So there's 2 ways that we can make a ring like this. You know, from us, we can do it by hand. This is one we've created that kind of slots straight into the ring, which is quite nice. It kind of fits into there. The only thing I say with this one, if you want to wear them separately, then that looks a bit odd. So for me, another option is have one like kind of sweeping, flowing round. I'm not going to tuck into this little section here, but I prefer this look. I think it's, if you have it by itself, I think it's acceptable. It looks nice. Whereas you put the other one back with it, it can look a little bit pointy, obviously. But now there's 2 ways we can make this. Like I said, we can make this by hand, which these have been done here, or sometimes you might have one done that's on a CAD design, so a 3D design. So I've got a few ideas. I'm just going to show you what we've done over here. So this is a client's ring that we've had a 3D scan done of. So it gives us like the blueprint of the ring for us to work to. So this will be done on our CAD design, then we'll start designing the rings to it. And what we've actually designed is a matching wedding band that sits in, interlocks, sits in there. So you've got diamond points matching diamond points, sometimes a bit further than the other one. And if we're trying to make that by hand, what we'd end up with was joins all across here, which are weak spots. So you can't really set a diamond through a join because there's no metal either side to actually hold the diamond in. So for longevity, you can knock that, bend that, and the ring would snap. So if we design this, it's designed as a solid piece, and then we settle the diamonds and finish it all. For us, it's a lot better way to make the client a product, a wedding band, rather than trying to do it by hand. I've got a couple all here as well. This is one that actually sat into an engagement ring, like a pear shape, but it interlocks, it kind of slotted in like this. Again, was nice, and we're matching the diamonds. We'll go on to the actual engagement ring. And on this one again, client's engagement ring 3D scan. This is a wax version, and then we've designed the wedding band to sit in with that. So it's all been done in wax. So this will get back in this in metal. So that's how we do it on there. So diamond points matching across there. We'll look at the heights, width, depth, everything, so it all sits perfectly. And we'll actually, the client gets to see these images before we actually go into the making process, which I think is very important. So I've got a couple of ones on here, what we've actually done there. So again, that's a 3D scan, the wax version you've seen there. So that's the idea there. And this is our design for the wedding band. You can see it there, sitting there perfectly there. Flowing around there again. And if you ever want to do an eternity ring, we can flip that and we can do another one to fit the other side. That's a discussion with the client, so they can match across for eternity rings if people want to do that. And then we've got, again, another one, 3D scanned on the engagement ring in rose gold, and it's kind of twisting over, interlocking, but we've got diamonds, again, which flowing on the engagement ring into the wedding band for the client. So you get to see all these from different angles as well, which is nice. And that way you can sort of work with us and say, well, I like sections of it and I don't like the sections, so we can just tweak it until once you're happy, then we'll actually go into the making process. But it gives you a really good idea of how we get the perfect wedding ring for you to visualize. And again, this one here, you can see the 3D scan, and we've got diamonds on that side and plain. So we talk with the actual client on this particular design of doing an eternity ring at a later date. So it went diamond plain. So the eternity ring will be opposite to that. And you can see it on that side there. So you can sort of get the idea. So you've got diamond, plain, diamond. If you put an eternity ring this side, it'd be plain, and it matches across there, so you'd have diamonds around that one. So it's an idea we work with the client. Just look at, I suppose for me, I like to plan future-proof designs for clients. You know, people do come to us with their wedding bands, engagement ring, sorry, go out to a wedding band. I never thought about the actual wedding band, how it all sits together. Well, for us, if you come to us and design an engagement ring, then we'll discuss all this with you at the beginning to make sure that you're actually getting all the information. I suppose we're not missing anything out. What I hate to do for me, because I'm like a designer, I'm not a salesperson, as you can probably tell. I'm about looking at the work of the client and making sure we're actually getting the idea working through. So if you did want an eternity ring, it's a good time to look at it and we can incorporate the design, make sure it's working correctly for future. So that gives you a bit of an idea on that one, on how we do on the 3D scans and the CADs. And this is one how we kind of, I'll show you how we did it. So from that actual 3D picture we've just seen there, the design gets made into a wax. So that wax then gets put into like a big flask, plaster Paris in there, and it kind of all dries. And then the wax gets melted out and it's left with an impression. So then that gets injected with whatever metal you want to make the ring in. And as you can see, it's a nice solid piece. So it's just like a silver version to show clients really. And then the actual piece we get back and then we make into the finished article. So what you're seeing on the 3D CAD designs on the emails we send to you is going to be the design you get, which I think is a really nice idea and how that works. So you can see on there the difference from we kind of say, you can see the claw sticking up, obviously we'll get the stone in there and we'll set all that and we'll do all that. So that gives you an idea of how we can actually create wedding bands. Either we can do a plain in a band, we can do a hand shaping, or we can do the 3D CAD. Obviously the 3D CAD's a little bit more money, but for us it's giving you the better job and a better ring at the end of the day. It's, you know, it's made for you, it's only one we're going to make. So it's all about you for us, not like, you know, we're going to put it on the shelf and sell loads of them like the high street does. It's all made to you and correctly to your finger size as well. It's not the end of the world to put a cut through the ring to resize it and take it down, or if you're increasing it, put 2 cuts on a little section of metal. But if we can actually do it from start and we can actually cast it, there's no joins. So therefore for us, it's, well, for me, it's a better product to give to you. One other thing I was going to say as well, different styles of engaged rings. The halo is very popular as well at the moment. You see on there. So again, if you were to put a plainer band, because a lot of clients come to us, brides, I've got a really nice engagement, which I totally get, but I want to put a plain band with it because I don't want to detract from it, which I totally get as well. But as you can see, if you put a plain band with it doesn't really do it justice. It's got a really reflective surface as a plain band. For me, it's dulling it down. It's pulling the designs apart. It's not really bringing them together. So by having a matching one with diamonds, for me, that then brings the whole design back together and it puts the emphasis back on the engaged ring, so that makes it more the focal point. And if you wanted to say, let's go have that on there, an eternity ring, then again, this has been designed so both rings will sit flush with the actual engaged ring. So we designed it underneath, fingers and thumbs, to sit flush. So you've got this space under here, so it'll sit nice and flush. You get some engaged rings that the metal comes right down here. So what happens with that is you end up getting a big gap, so you can't fit it underneath. Sometimes you can cut away. It's a very Marmite one. I appreciate some brides want to cut the engaged rings, but you could, depending on the design, you can cut a little section away, then that can sit underneath. But if we can design it from the start, then we'll get rid of that problem and redesign it to something like that, where it all flows together and the wedding band will sit nice and flush underneath. So for us, it's more about speaking to the client, chatting through the ideas, and then working out what the client wants for that as well. Now, also on the CAD, what we did for another client, something that someone might want to look at is if anyone's got any family heirloom stones or anything like that, then we can actually take the stones out of the family heirloom and create a new piece for you. We do that quite a lot, and I think it's a nice touch from myself, giving it a new lease of life to an old piece of jewellery that's more than likely just sat in the drawer gathering dust for years. But this is a slightly different one. We've got a client we looked at, and I'm just going to show John and come look at this one. So this one here is a 1.54 carat champagne diamond. I actually had 2 of these, but we designed a piece around it. So for argument's sake, this could be a family heirloom stone, and we designed a piece around it. So what I actually did with the client, she was wanting quite an elaborate piece, likes the sparkles, bit of a magpie, and we looked at design. So he's got little diamonds always set around here, down the shoulders, and some little pear-shaped diamonds in between. So we can talk you through design, so you can sort of see the side. We had little champagne matching diamonds around the outside as well, coming down there, and it was open underneath. So as you can see, underneath here we left open, and the metal was coming either side, so there was a gap. And actually, when she looked at design, she went, "Oh, I don't actually like this section here because I can see my skin through it." So if we'd done a drawing or anything like that and not done these 3D CADs, she would have gone, would have made a ring and she wouldn't have been quite happy with it. So there's a way of the CAD that we can actually make sure we're covering every angle and make sure it's right. So what we ended up doing was filling that bottom section in with diamonds. So couldn't see a finger through there, but all diamonds are flown top and bottom. This is what we call a two-piece ring. So this was the base, and then the top section was put on after, soldered on, and we actually then created that finished piece. So I'd say it's a good way of actually looking at a piece and working through it with the client. Like I say, you might have a family heirloom, it might be an engagement ring, might be part of the wedding ring or eternity ring, or even sometimes we've done pendants, earrings for clients as well. So, you know, you might want a bit of a matching set for the big day. And again, I've got some other ones here that are kind of all just different colours, just to show you that diamonds don't always come in white. So you've got some more champagne ones, you've got green, yellow. These are what we call salt and pepper. I don't know if you can see on that. Do you want to get in close? These are actually quite heavily included. They're coming quite popular at the moment. Obviously, it's got the more inclusion there, the kind of the cost comes down. So a carat one of those maybe about £1,000. If you wanted a carat diamond in a higher one, you're probably talking £6,000. So again, if you want another piece for a wedding day or a special piece, and it kind of keeps the cost down. And moving along to the end one, that's a black diamond. So it's going to pear-shaped black diamond. So just to give you a bit of an idea, they're all different ones. And sometimes we've done it for clients for like little in the eternity rings or even wedding rings. We've done pink diamonds for like little girls or blue diamonds for boys as well. So we can add those little diamond touches into a piece for a client if they wanted to. The other thing as well, the gents. Let's not forget about the gents. I always start by asking the gents, what do they do hobby-wise, job-wise? Because if you've got a really hands-on job, a lot of my friends are building trade, so for them to have a nice polished platinum piece is great, but it won't last if you're going to wear it on the site. Where something where something's got a really high scratch finish, it looks scratched already, so wearing it on an environment it's going to get scratched quite quickly, can solve a problem of something like looking like this, getting scratched on top of there. So it's a good idea. So for me, I always ask the guys, what you're doing. So you've got titanium is one of the main ones we do, and probably platinum is the other one because it's a really good price at the moment on the platinum price. We don't really do white gold. So a lot of you know out there, white gold needs plating. It's not actually white in colour, so we try and stay away from that. It's actually costing more than platinum at the moment. So that's what we're looking for the guys. Really heavy is a platinum. Titanium super lightweight, but the titanium's stronger than the platinum. And price point as well, you're probably starting around about 385 on your titanium. Your platinum one can start from 1,000, 1,200, depending on finger size and widths and depths. So there's a big difference in price. Something what we will do for budgets, but we can offer both sorts of designs. Like if I showed you this one again, John, just come in a bit. So that's in the titanium version, that's platinum. So a slight difference in colour, if you can pick that up, gives you an idea on that. And that's like we've got a fingerprint on there as well. So we've got a lot of ideas for the guys. You could have some rose gold in actual design as well with platinum, and we've got lots of other ones. We've got can get hammered finishes, different finishes on those. A white gold inlay, naturally not coloured. So if you just put onto the cabinet there, do you want to? They're all designs we've got there for the guys. There's a lot in there. We always get the guys to come in, and it's I appreciate guys a bit like, oh, I don't know what to wear. If it's a watch, it'd be dead easy. I totally get that. But for rings, it's a little bit trickier. So the guys like to come here, sit down, and I just like to have a chat and sort things through. So it is nice. We can open back up on April the 12th. So we're looking at booking people in now. If you want to get in contact, you're more than welcome. We can get you booked in. Have a look through things. We can get rings done in around about 4 to 6 weeks. So we can do it quite quickly for you. But yeah, if you want to get in contact, let us know. And also, lastly, we've got some of our boxes. These are all handmade in New Zealand from sustainable wood, which is a real plus for us, a real big bonus for me. It's from a company, not a big company like ourselves. It's more about the personal touch, and we have them engraved as well, or you can have a double ring box, as you can see on there. Put your rings in for the big day, and if you want them engraved, we can get them engraved for you. So again, that's how our rings come to you. Rather than do the plastic and cardboardy things, we'll actually present a nice wooden box for you. I'd say thank you to Alan and the guys for inviting me. And we're doing a few of these now, but we're looking forward to getting back to wedding fairs and also getting clients coming to see us. So if you want to get in contact, please look us up, get in touch, and we can get you booked in. think that's it for today. Everyone enjoy the sunshine. It's a very nice day, and we will catch you later. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much indeed, Iain. What a fantastic presentation. Tons of information there for you to chew at. Guys, thank you so much indeed for all the presenters who've taken part in today's show, and of course you guys, the viewers, for watching on what we're told has been a very, very sunny day. I think we're going to call it a day ourselves and go and enjoy some of that sunshine ourselves. We are back next week from 12 o'clock for a virtual show for Wakefield and surrounding areas, so get your tickets from forbrides.co.uk, and we'll see you right here on Facebook from 12 o'clock. Thank you once again for watching today's show. We'll see you next week.